Taylor Watch.
Welcome back to another episode of Taylor Watch. Happy
Woo!
Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
Woo! Thursday.
Thursday.
Hey, hey.
It's Thursday. Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
It's Thursday. Boom, boom. Hey, hey. It's Thursday.
Boom, boom.
Wow.
Ba-dum.
In another life, I'm a jingle writer.
No, same. Like,
Yeah.
And we're like a tag team, I think.
Oh, totally.
In another world.
Yeah.
But we're in a good mood right now. It's later in the afternoon, so we come alive at
Yeah,
this time.
yeah.
This is like a prime time for me. Like
I know. This is
my
when I
best
feel
mood
the
is at this
most
time.
alive. I
Yes.
just ate, so I'm feeling very
Hell
energetic.
yeah. You had Chick-fil-A, which means I have to have now Chick-fil-A for dinner, unfortunately. And so that's what's going to happen
It was
there.
like, you know, like when Chick-fil-A like is on its fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's on its game
Yeah.
today.
Fries were crispy, salty. Gotta love it.
Damn. See that? Oh, man. I'm such a sucker for that kind of stuff. Like somebody says something or mentions something. It's like I need it right away.
If someone
like,
in the
I have
office
that.
gets Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
I always said Chicks in the office.
Yeah, Chicks in the office. Yeah.
Chick-fil-A, I'm like, oh, fuck, now I gotta get it.
Well, it becomes, and it's funny how it happens like that.
Yeah.
It sounds like an ad for Chick-fil-A. I swear to God, it's not. But it's like, it becomes like a chain reaction. Like
Yeah.
one person gets it and then 15 people get it. 'Cause it's just the smell. It's same with like McDonald's or like a fast food Wendy's too. I feel has a similar effect.
Yeah.
But yeah, just good stuff all around. We are we're recording the top of this episode after we've already previously recorded an interview with Liza Treyger,
Yes.
fellow Swiftie and comedian. She's lovely, so stay tuned for that. Very long conversation and
Yeah.
interview. So much fun. Like what a lovely little afternoon. we had
Yeah,
with
that
her,
was
right?
she's
We could've talked
really
for 5 more
funny.
hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and she just like fit right in, so it was really nice. And
Absolutely.
she talked about like her like journey to becoming a Swiftie, which was super interesting.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
She's got a Netflix special coming out January 28th. So we were, just helping her promote that a little bit. And
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
and
me
she
too.
invited us to a party. And we
I
should
know.
Go. We should go to that
we should
party.
totally go.
I
know.
really would
I
like
was
to
like,
go.
ooh,
Yeah,
an
I was
after
like, oh my
party.
God.
Yeah.
A Netflix party?
Yeah.
What?
I felt cool.
Me too. We like never get invited to anything.
No, I
which
never
feel
get
like is
invited to
kinda fucked up.
anything.
But anyway, so stay tuned for that. That's like a little over an hour. So just get pumped up.
Yeah.
And but we still had to come back, do our little intro, have our little chat,
Of
have our little
course.
moment, which I love. We're covered in friendship bracelets from
Yeah.
Lisa, which is wonderful. And like, I literally almost started crying when she. I
That's
like
so
didn't because I was like,
nice.
that's a little much. If I
Like
start
the
crying in front of
anchovy
the
is
guests.
so nice.
No, it's so thoughtful. All my fave songs she put in here, the lakes. Like,
Yeah.
I saw the lakes and I was like, oh. So anyway, so just look forward to that. Really good interview. Other than that, what's been going on since we recorded yesterday? A whole lot of nothing.
Yeah. No, we were just talking about how I got a new TV in my room,
Yeah.
and it's awesome.
TV in the room is a game changer.
Yeah,
It really is.
hit my pen, cuddled up. I've been watching Outlander again.
Oh, I wanted to get back into it because what's his face? Samuel Claflin, right?
Yeah.
He's all over the
So
news.
cute, yeah.
Why? Is there a new season?
I don't know,
Or
to
is
be
he gonna
honest.
be in
I
a
thought
movie?
it ended. Maybe he's going to be in a movie.
He must be because I keep seeing him pop up everywhere. And I think maybe he's talking a lot about Taylor Swift. Did I make that up?
I know. I saw him
Someone
say
said
something.
it's like he's being creepy, and I was like, I don't know, but I don't have enough
What
information.
is his?
to
Oh,
say
yeah.
that.
Outlander, Sam, whatever.
Claflin?
Yeah,
think
it's
is
like
how you pronounce his last name?
Huygen.
Oh no,
I
I'm
don't-
thinking of
Sam Huygen?
Sam Claflin isn't that Finn from Hunger Games? Am I getting that so wrong?
Finn. There's no Finn.
Finnick. Sorry,
Oh, Finnick.
Finnick.
Oh.
Finnick O'Dare.
Yeah, you're thinking of Hottie. Yeah, Me Before You.
Yes.
Sam Claflin.
That's who I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Sam Claflin.
This is no, but you're right. Sam Hugen. Sam Hugen.
Okay, I knew his name was
Hugen.
Sam. I knew his
Yeah.
name was Sam. But anyways, he's a very, very handsome guy. Outlander's a great show, but I haven't watched it since, I don't know. I think I only really watched like season 1.
Oh, I guess he went to the Taylor Swift concert with the cast of Outlander.
Oh, fun.
And he said
Keep
maybe
bringing it up.
he wished that Taylor. Oh, he said that Taylor would swoon over, his character.
His character.
Jamie
Oh,
Fraser.
I mean,
Yeah.
probably, yeah. It's right up her alley, that kind of show. Like that's her she loves shows like that. So yeah, I think that's fine. But people are like, he keeps bringing it up and people are saying weird things like, okay, enough, stop bringing her up. But I think he's being asked. Like, I don't know if he's being right. Like, I'm not trying to talk
I'm reading
shit about
this
him.
and it says Outlander star Sam Hugen joked live on telly that Travis Kelce would be a man of her past after spotting him in the crowd. Hugen hoped
he's
Taylor
just being
Swift would
funny.
forget about her boyfriend after her Murrayfield gig. Humorously, Sam wished that after viewing him from the crowd, the hitmaker would swoon for him. He said, she obviously doesn't know this, but when she comes to Scotland and she sees me in the audience, she's going to forget all about him and fall for a man in a ginger wig. Sam could be seen smiling when the camera returned to the pair before adding, I still have the wig, Taylor, if you're watching.
I mean, that's funny, I think.
Yeah,
right?
I think he's
We're
just
laughing.
saying, like, if she saw
like,
me
if
as
only
Jamie
she saw
Fraser,
me.
like,
yeah. I mean, please, we say that about, like, you know, Harry Styles. Oh, if only Harry Styles walked down the street and saw me one time, like, then, you know, it'd be over for you, host.
Yeah, no.
But
He said she came to Scotland. What a phenomenon. It was incredible. Honestly, we don't get a lot of those big shows in Scotland. We normally have to go to London. We have to go to bigger cities, and to see all the Swifties out there was a really special moment with the whole cast. It was towards the end of our filming of the last season, so we were singing along and dancing pretty hard.
Obsessed. Fun fact: when I was in Scotland, we did pass a few of the Outlander filming locations.
Ooh.
It was exciting. We went to a few whiskey distilleries, Scotch whiskey distilleries.
Nice. I want to go to Edinburgh.
That's where I was.
Oh.
But then we went out to, like, you drive like a couple hours out to, like, the countryside, it was snowing while we were.
Did
in
you
the
go to the
car.
rocks?
It was beautiful.
That's like where she travels through time. She like goes to these rocks.
No, not the rocks. But there was a like.
You didn't
a
see that
tiny
rock?
No, I didn't see that rock. I missed that. I might have been asleep for that part. Again, we were on whiskey tasting, so I might have been fucked up.
Yeah, okay.
But
All the rocks were starting to look the same.
Yeah, all the rocks. Like, I might have touched it. I literally just was like, did I touch the rock?
Yeah.
No, but we did see a few, like, castles. Like, we saw a few, like, you know, things that are used in the background and whatever, and, like, the Highlands and all of that, which is
It's like the
exciting and cool.
perfect show to just
You
toss
would
back on.
fucking love
I know.
Edinburgh.
I
It's
would.
like Harry Potter, huh?
Yeah.
That's why. Well, I don't think I realized how much Harry Potter it was going to be like before I went. Like, I just was excited to go because it was somewhere different.
Yeah.
And I went there for New Year's last year, which was a really fun experience.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for a plan for next year.
Was it so cold?
It was not. It was just as cold as here.
Okay.
Like, it really was not. And it was kind of rainy. Like, it snowed, like I said, when we were about an hour outside of the city. It was snowing pretty good.
That's nice,
But
though.
it wasn't, like, cold. It was just
Yeah.
snowy, you know?
Yeah.
But you know, you still had to have gloves and earmuffs and whatever. But walking around on the streets, like, you walk down Victoria Street, which is Diagon Alley, and it's like it's crazy how much.
I want to go so
you
bad.
Go past the Elephant House, you go to the graveyard. They have a graveyard there that it's called Greyfriars Graveyard, and it's where J.K. Rowling would, like, walk through the graveyard, and she found a bunch of names like Voldemort, McGonagall, Potter, like a lot of the names in the book are, like, from this, like, tombstones that she took the names of. Which
That's
I thought was just a smart, cool thing.
Yeah, that's sick.
Man, it's just I love creative.
Honestly, it was
creativity. It's so
the
exciting.
Eras tour coming to Edinburgh that made me like, wow, I really want to go there.
When it went to Edinburgh, and I, you know, that was like 6 months after I had been there.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I wish, you know what I mean? Like, that would have been such a cool.
Because I feel like either way, summer or winter, it's probably so cool there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's really it's like small but big. So you can see it all, but then also it feels like, oh, I'm only on this one street the whole time. It's like, oh, it's just a great place to go. So if you're looking to visit. But no, I think that's funny. Outlander Sam. I think that's just like a silly thing. Like, who among us hasn't said that exactly about, like,
it's silly.
A male celebrity pop star. So I don't know. I saw a couple tweets, but it's hard to gauge on Twitter sometimes. But I saw a couple tweets being like, okay, enough. It's getting creepy now. I was like, I don't think it is. I think it's still being silly, and he's being asked these questions. Like, every time people go on talk shows or whatever, they get and they have some sort of Taylor Swift story, they get asked about it. So it's like, give him a break. But other than that, let's see what else. Nothing really going on.
Yeah.
In the world of Taylor in the past 2 days.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you anything for you this
Personally,
weekend?
no. Oh wait. Oh my God. Well, no, not this weekend. This weekend I got a baby shower. But on not till Sunday though, so I still have a Friday, Saturday. But then Onyx Storm is out.
Yes.
Onyx Storm for our
Breaking
Rebecca Yaros
news.
Fourth Wing fans. So we both have our hands on the book.
Shout out to Kelly, she got me up.
Yes, and it's cool. It's got the dragons on the side.
Yeah, so cool.
It's really cool.
I'm so hyped.
So I'm on, like, chapter 10. I made it up to last night, and I forgot how much, like, reading a book in bed can really get you cozy for bed at, like, a normal time.
Yeah.
So I had, like, a pretty good sleep last night. I slept for like 12 hours, but I had a really good sleep, and
it's
so
a really
that was
good way to
nice.
get yourself to go to bed.
Yeah,
because
it really
like
was.
you,
I like
like
showered,
I found
face mask, like all the above, and I was like, this is the fucking
That's
best.
nice.
Like, why don't I do this more? And it's like I just read all my books in my house, and I'm excited about a new book.
I'm
and,
so excited.
It's good so far.
I finished the Throne of Glass series, perfect timing.
So excited.
Finished
for you
it
about
last
that.
night, yeah. So I'm ready for Onyx Storm. I'm not ready though to transition back to that storyline because
Yeah.
like the Throne of Glass storyline is just so much better than
It's so good.
Fourth Wing.
And it is unfortunately very similar. Like they have
Yeah.
both have wyverns, they both
Yeah.
have dragons,
Yeah.
they both have, you know what I mean? Like there's, well, maybe not dragons in Throne of Glass. Is there?
I don't think they're
I don't-
dragons actually. No, now
No,
that I
they
think
don't have
about
dragons.
it. Yeah.
But it's a lot of, it's still
But
war,
there's a lot
it's
of
same
crossover,
storylines.
you
Yeah.
know, like
That's
the-
just ancient time talk.
Yeah.
You know, people are like, they're stealing ideas. It's like, no, that's
There's
just kind
also
of how
all
war
kind of
was back then.
mythical like creatures. Like there's only so many
They talk
mythical
about that
creatures.
They talk about that in Game of Thrones. They talk about wyvern and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
say this, they say similar things. So I think like it's not fair to think that. But I wish personally, if you are a Rebecca Yarros, if you're in that Fourth Wing Iron Flame on that steez, I would suggest going back and maybe refreshing with a little synopsis or like
maybe I'll do
something,
that.
because I went in
Well, the
blind.
ending was so confusing
Right.
with the end of the second one.
Iron Flame.
Iron Flame, yeah.
I got it at the time, but now I'm a little more confused because there's a bit of a time jump. Like it picks right back up for like the prologue, and then all of a sudden it's like a 2-week time jump, and you're like, what's happening in this 2 weeks? So they're kind of filling it in, and it is very good. But I now need to go back, I think, and do a little refresher.
I'm gonna do that.
I have all the books, but on second read I listened. So I listened to Fourth Wing and Iron Flame as like the second time, but I read both of them the first time, and so it was good. And I felt like 6 months ago I was like, I know this book back and forth, but I just forgot it all, So it's just, who knows. And some things are jogging my memory, but the people, like, because they've combined forces, with the riders and the flyers or whatever, like I'm forgetting who's who. So that's the
I
only
get
thing.
confused
Like,
with that too.
yeah.
There's a lot of like helpful like synopsis stuff on YouTube. I watched
Jordan
a couple.
Berry texted that she was watching one, so I think that she might have a good one. But yeah, she was watching one on YouTube.
I think it's ACOTAR. I'm not sure if it's ACOTAR or Throne of Glass, but someone does like an animated
fun.
wrap up or like synopsis of like each book. Oh my god, and they're really
that's
funny
so
too.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to see that.
Yeah, I'll send you the link to it.
Yeah. If we find it, we'll post.
But yeah, no, I'm
fun.
so excited to start reading it.
Yeah, me too. It's good so far, and good vibes, and it's just a good escape.
Yeah.
Like we need a fucking. Nothing I need more than an escape.
Yeah.
I'm just counting down days. I'm going to Mexico in February for my friend's 40th birthday. And it's
I
this
need
big
to
thing.
go to the beach. I need
No,
to
really,
go to the beach.
we need to go to the fucking beach.
Yeah.
I haven't been to the beach. When's the last time I was at the beach? Like last year, obviously. And it's, you sound like a brat when you say shit like that, but it's like I'm depressed. I'm a seasonally depressed
I know.
girl.
I'm so
I need
pale.
the sunshine. I'm so pale.
Yeah.
I need something. And so I'm going in February, and I've never been more excited about something.
I'm
I just
so
have to,
jealous.
Just have to remember, like, look, Mexico's soon. Like a couple days of sunshine.
Yeah.
Some partying, some drinking on a boat, some good ass guacamole, and it's like that's all I need at this time. You know what I mean?
I need a vacation planned.
big time.
I don't have anything planned.
Plan a little something. Plan it the same weekend.
When are you
It's like
going?
February.
Are you going President's Day? President's weekend?
I think it might. It's either that weekend
like
or
February
the weekend,
14th
before.
weekend.
It is. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
that weekend. Oh yeah, Valentine's Day. Yeah. It's that. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Valentine's.
yeah.
Go on a
I
go on a
know.
Valentine's
We're trying
trip.
to find something. We were thinking, maybe we go to Disney, but it's so fucking expensive.
It's
and then
so expensive.
we're like,
right
President's Day weekend. Like, I can't even imagine how many
now.
fucking
No,
people
for
are going to be there.
sure, for
And then we're like,
sure.
let's go to Jupiter.
Mm-hmm.
The flights from Chicago and even New York to Florida, $800.
Crazy. What?
Yeah. For that weekend.
That's
like
more than a ticket to
like
Europe.
almost $1,000. It's insane. I was
That's
like,
disgusting.
What? Why? Like, why is the demand to go to Florida? I mean, I guess because people are like
'Cause
me
people
and they're
are
like, I
depressed.
gotta
Yeah,
get to
I
the
gotta
beach.
get to the beach.
Where's
Still,
the
though,
beach?
It's like
I
enough
know
already
it's
with
crazy.
the
It's like it's
gouging.
Florida. We're not fucking going to
Right.
Paris.
Right. That's
Christ.
literally as much as like
Yeah,
a
they
ticket
were
to Paris
more
costs.
expensive than my
Yeah.
Paris flight ticket.
That's so insane.
It's crazy. So
The airlines.
we're trying to figure something out, but hopefully we'll see. But I've been itching to feel the sand on
gotta
my
get out.
toes.
You gotta do absolutely toes in the water, ass in the sand.
Yeah.
You have to do little things to get through this time because it
Yeah.
is like nothing is longer than the month of January,
Ugh.
and it's somehow so is February. You know what I mean? Like
February
it
is
comes in like a
fine.
lion out like a lamb. Like it does go quick. Like towards the end, you're like, oh shit, it's over. But in the beginning, you're like, it's only fucking February.
Yeah.
And then March, finally we get some rain showers. Maybe a little flower pops up here or there. There was nothing I need more than like a spring flower. Like I need to see
A sign of
I need
hope.
to see
A red rose.
red rose popping out of the
Yeah.
ground with no one around to
Ice
tweet
frozen
it. Like,
ground?
Ice frozen ground.
Yeah.
I need it so bad. Like
Yeah.
it's just
I feel that honestly. Me too.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Red rose grew up out of the ice frozen ground with no one around to tweet it. Yeah, That's how I feel like I'm trying. I am the red rose, but I can't get through the ice.
It's hard.
Yeah.
You got to keep fighting.
Gotta keep
and
fighting.
they're making
Gotta
it
call
hard.
Taylor.
They're making it hard for us with this weather.
Everyone's making
with
it
these
hard.
vibes.
The world is making it hard.
Yeah, it's like, can't we just win for once?
I know. We really need a W. Like, and that win is surprise. Taylor Swift is coming on the podcast.
Stop.
Could you imagine?
No.
Oh, we need to start manifesting harder. We need to start lying and be like, and next week Taylor Swift.
Like New Heights. We have a really special guest coming on next week. You guys are gonna freak out.
You're gonna freak out. You've been asking for her.
You've been asking for her nonstop, and we'll just do like a black silhouette of her every single time.
Yeah. Every week. Oh man, it's good stuff.
If only.
I know, if only. One of these days, one day. But yeah, so I would say generally speaking, not much has happened. Yeah, we recorded our Tuesday episode on Tuesday, so whenever we do like a back-to-back recording, there's not a lot happening in the time. We've got more Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni drama that we get into with Liza, so you can, if you want to listen for all that, wait for that. And we listen to a little voicemail with her, but we still have more voicemails and DMs that we're gonna go through first.
And also, iHeartRadio nominations were announced.
Yes, this is interesting. I didn't even see this.
Taylor was nominated for 10 awards. It seems like
light work.
Her and Morgan Wallen were both nominated for 10
for the most
nominations. Yep, followed by Kendrick Lamar, Post Malone, and Sabrina Carpenter with 9
cuties.
And one of the awards that Taylor is nominated for is Favorite Surprise Guest, and it's Taylor Swift bringing out Travis Kelce, which is kind of crazy.
I think that's a great. I mean, how do you lose? Everybody's just trying to get them on stage at the same time. Like that's what's happening.
This also has Travis is on this category twice. Morgan Wallen bringing out Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes.
Oh yeah, true.
So
when they came out, and
that was kind of lame though.
That was a lame one. Yeah, that was not like cool.
Because Morgan Wallen does that walkout. He
does it with
lame.
every single one. Right? Every place he goes. Who else is nominated in that category?
It's Charlie XX bringing out Lorde, Coldplay bringing out Selena Gomez.
Oh, I missed that one. Wow, Charlie bringing out Lorde. That's a good.
That was a big one.
That's a big one.
People freaked out for that one.
Really good one.
Future and Metro Boomin bringing out Travis Scott.
Sure.
Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion bringing out Cardi B.
Oh, that's a
Jennifer
good one too.
Hudson bringing out Cher.
Ooh,
Luke Combs bringing out
Cher.
the Twisters cast. Niall Horan bringing out Shawn Mendes.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Twisters cast and Dana Beers.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's rude.
Wait, I wonder if he's invited somehow because he was like in that.
That's really funny.
No way he knows about that.
I'm gonna
That's so funny.
Olivia Rodrigo bringing out Chappell Roan, Peso Pluma bringing out Becky G.
Oh,
and Taylor Swift bringing out Travis Kelce.
I would say it's a toss up between Charlie bringing out Lorde and Taylor bringing out Travis. I think Taylor bringing out Travis is probably the bigger moment, but Charlie bringing out Lorde, if you really think about it, was like, whoa,
that was crazy.
Shit's crazy. Like they really did work it out on the remix.
Yeah, they really did. Yeah,
good, both good gossip in different ways. So interesting. Well, we'll have to see who wins.
I do feel like they just. I mean, it is a new category. It's new to 2025, so it does really feel like
they wanted to create a category to get them on stage together.
Yeah.
And
like they have.
When are the iHeartRadio Awards?
They have a lot of random. Another new. 2025. It really just seems like they're trying to get Taylor to iHeartRadio Awards.
For sure.
New to 2025 award, favorite tour tradition.
Oh.
Taylor Swift is on there twice. Taylor Swift with the 22 hat.
Fearless Heart? Oh, I thought it was
22 hat and the surprise songs.
Fun. Well, they should have also put the Fearless Hands on there because that's one of my faves. Wait, let's see. iHeartRadio 2025.
What are you looking for?
I just want to see the date of the award show.
Oh.
March 17th. March 7th. Oh, that's far out.
Yeah, that is far.
Damn. That's St. Patrick's Day.
It's St. Patrick's
Top
Day.
of the morning.
Nobody give a fuck.
Yeah.
Do you know that sound? It's St. Patrick's Day. Nobody gives a fuck. It's so funny.
Damn. Oh, it's so true. Okay.
But
anyway,
that's kind of it from what I saw news-wise.
Yeah, same. The news is slow this week. We of course have upcoming the draft quiz.
Hear ye.
Yeah, there it is. I was like, what do we do?
I was confused about where you're going with that at first.
I was doing
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, that was what I was up to. But yes, the Draft Queens hath arrived.
Yes.
And we do have another parlay for this week because, yes, the Chiefs are now it's the AFC Championship is theirs,
AFC,
right?
and then the Eagles versus the Commanders is the NFC.
The NFC, and that is, both of those games are this upcoming Sunday. Very exciting. So we have put together a little parlay for
Kelly
the ladies.
popped off with this
Yeah,
parlay.
I did this a little, I had a little help, but I, we'll see how it goes.
Well,
So,
I mean, I've been fucking shit fart ass poop with these fucking picks, so it's
true.
like we gotta do
maybe
something.
This basic shit will be better. So we just have the Eagles money line, Eagles to win, the Chiefs money line, Chiefs to win. We've got Jaden Daniels, who is a player on the Washington Commanders, the quarterback.
Yep.
Sorry, I don't know the Commanders. Sorry to that man.
Daniels, he does something.
I'm sorry to this man.
Yeah.
Sorry
I don't know
to
who
this
that man
I don't know
is.
who that man is. Him to score a touchdown. It seems pretty likely. And then Josh Allen of the Bills, of course, Haley Steinfeld's fiance, soon-to-be husband, to throw over 200 passing yards.
Yep.
All seemingly likely. The spread, we just got it back from Jack. It's plus 1,046 are the odds for it all to happen at once. But maybe the maybe the planets and the stars will align. It means a big payout. It's good shit.
I think it's more fun when it's a little bit of an out of pocket, more at stake, because you can still just throw $5 on it. It's not that it's whatever, but
just fun.
It makes it more fun to kind of, I don't really know the right word to describe it, but
some skin in the game. Like,
care
a little bit more.
Like,
I mean, we talk about this
take more of
always.
a risk, I guess.
For sure.
Rather than just being like, oh, we're gonna take money line and someone scores a touchdown. Like,
absolutely.
Like you want to pick some things out of the box because hey, you never know. This game might be the game where
it might be the one.
All the stars align.
It could be the one.
He could be the one. That's a banger.
Yeah.
Smooth talking.
Major.
Slow rocking. He's got everything that a girl's wanting. Guitar cutie. He plays it groovy. And I can't keep myself from doing something stupid. Yeah, that's a banger.
So good. But anyway, so that's that. That's our parlay. We're nearing the end of, I mean, the winners of these two games are the ones who's going to the Super Bowl.
The big game is crazy.
The big game. Yeah. And so that's what's happening. So if you want to tune in, this is the time where it's like, all right, I want to be in. These are the ones to get in for.
Yeah.
Like, if you haven't paid attention all year, but you're excited and you want to get hype for the big game or whatever, these are the ones to start tuning into, see who, it's like the Final Four, essentially.
Yeah.
And then, and that's that. So it's exciting.
Yes. Let me read the lines on these.
Oh, yeah.
So Eagles money line is minus 285.
Which means likely.
Yes. Jaden Daniels to score is plus 205. So a little unlikely. Chiefs to win is minus 125, and then Josh Allen to score is minus 115.
Hell yeah! So most of them
Jaden Daniels is kind of the only big outlier of that one. But it's fun to toss it up every once in a while. Yeah.
And they've been working hard too. Again, this is an Eagles Chiefs house. We're rooting for both of those teams, although we do have conflicting thoughts about having them both in the big game, and so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, no, I think. Everybody's worked hard up until this point.
Yep.
So
everyone's
just gotta hope for
fun.
the best.
Let's just all have fun.
Let's everybody have fun.
Yep. And if you've ever wanted to bet on sports but didn't know how to, I totally get it. How do you get started? How do you place a bet? And our friends over at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, is making it easier than ever. The NFL postseason is a perfect time to get started. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and select a sport like NFL. You'll see it in the DraftKings app under NFL Playoffs. Select an option like TD scores, like we are with Jaden, and pick who you think will score and place your bet. And to make it even easier, new DraftKings customers can bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code TaylorWatch. That's code TaylorWatch for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Woo. Love. So, okay, let's get into the rest of our DMs and
Let's
voicemails.
do it.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Do it.
This one was interesting.
Do it right.
Hey guys, this is Mike. I'm a big fan of your podcast and a huge sneakerhead, and I noticed that Kelly often wears Keds and Gia often wears Converse, much like Taylor wears both of those.
Yes.
I'm curious what you guys think of Taylor's sneaker game and what you think is coming next in it. Thanks so much. Bye.
Well, Mike, thank you for the sweet, thoughtful
Yeah, I
question.
know.
And how about you being so observant about our shoesies?
Yeah. Okay,
la,
Mike.
la, la, la.
Thanks.
Is he a foot fetish guy?
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I didn't mean to put that on you, Mike. Thank you for calling us. Very sweet.
Yeah,
Very
Mike.
sweet.
Mike.
Yeah, he's like, I'm never calling
getting
again.
up the courage to call.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
he has a foot fetish.
Because he's like writing a script
Yeah.
out. Like, what am I going to say? No. That is interesting because I always think that, like, I love Keds personally. And I have a couple pairs of Converse as well that I don't wear often because they're kind of hard to put on, to be honest. That's how I feel about Converse generally. But I've never really thought about Taylor's sneaker game. However, I have seen her wear those, like, Ivy Park, like, whatever the fuck. You've seen those, right?
Yeah.
Like the Beyonce, like, whatever those Reebok. I think it was a collab with Reebok that Beyonce did.
It has to be Adidas because
Let's see.
Ivy Park is with Adidas.
Oh, is it? Okay,
Yeah.
then it has to be Adidas then. Ivy Park sneakers. She's worn the, like, tan ones that kind of look like Hoka's, but they're not, you know? Let's see. Where are they? Yeah, here they are. Yeah, Adidas. These kind. These are the kinds that I've seen her wear.
Okay.
Like, in and out of Electric Lady, I've seen her wear them. But I honestly haven't noticed many other, like, sneakers she wears. Like, well, I mean, you know, it's also not the time of year for sneakers. Like, I mean, it is, but depending on what you're
Seems
up
like
to.
she wears New Balance sneakers a lot.
She does.
Like the
She likes
OG,
those New Balance.
the New Balance, which is cute. I love those shoes.
Me too, yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Like, I never really notice her more casual footwear, I guess.
Yeah, me
like,
neither.
it's
I'm
more,
always looking at the Jimmy Choo. She loves the
always
Jimmy
looking
Choo,
at Jimmy
Stuart
Choo.
Weitzman.
But yeah, like in these, she's wearing like these look like the Gucci sneakers with like the stripes. She's wearing golden gooses in these ones. These ones are from a while ago though.
I'm not a fan of Golden Goose.
Either.
I think it's a little overpriced for it to, like, look dirty on purpose.
Yeah.
I know that that's the whole thing, but it's like for some reason I can't wrap my head around that.
It looks like she's wearing New Balance sneakers when she was doing tour practice.
There
So
you
in
go.
the I Can Do It with the Broken Heart music video.
Oh, there we go.
But yeah, I think Golden Goose. Sometimes there's stuff I used to have a pair of their shoes where they were like subtle enough.
Yeah.
Where I was like, oh, these are cool, and like they had like cool like laces and stuff. But yeah, like it feels like it does a little bit too. They're just not my taste. They're just like doing a little too much for the price tag.
Yeah, I feel
but
the
yeah,
same.
and I'll never get buying something already dirty.
I also don't like how dirty shoes look. Like, I know my dad used to talk about this all the time when he was a kid. Like, he would get new shoes and he and his brother would like scuff them up before going to school, so it wasn't look like you show up with brand new shoes and it's like you look like a loser for showing up with brand new shoes. But I know, like, the sneaker community, which I'm not a part of, but only, and I don't pretend to be, but I do know that they have strong feelings, obviously, and there's a certain level of like, you wear these expensive shoes, these nice shoes, and they can't even get a scuff on them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, they don't want anything on them. So I kind of fall more in that. Like, if I have new shoes, I want them to look new for as long as possible. So if I'm buying shoes that are already kind of fucked up, it's like, I don't know. They look kind of grungy with the rest of my clothes. Like, I like a crisp white or like a funky shoe.
Yeah.
You know?
I like that.
A funky sneak. I love my ones that I have. I have these like ones from Cezanne that are almost they're like woven or something on it. They're very interesting, and they've got some leather, and I like a leather combo. I like On Clouds as well. I know that they're like workout sneakers, and they're like for moms, but I have 3 pairs of them, and I love them.
I love sneakers. I have so many pairs.
Yeah, you're more into sneakers than I am. I recently have started being like, sneakers are okay, because I feel like I grew up in a world where it's like sneakers are too casual to do anything. Like, if you're wearing sneakers, you like don't care. But that's not how fashion works anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it's a different
Well, I remember one time I wore like mules to work, and Noah was like, that is the most jarring thing I've ever seen. Like, I've never seen you not wear sneakers. So I was like, shit, I gotta up my shoe game a little bit.
Yeah.
But sneak peek inside Taylor Swift's sneaker collection. She had
Oh.
a pair of black and red New Balance 550s that she wore to one of Travis's games.
Black and red.
The New Balance X Gani 1906R sneakers.
I do love Gani.
Golden Goose High Star sneakers, Converse Chuck, Taylor All-Star low tops, Gucci JBG retro calf sneaker, Keds.
I love Keds.
The Row Owen City leather and mesh sneakers.
See, like, that's a sneaker I would like.
Yeah.
Like, when it's like mixed materials, but also doesn't look like a running shoe or something, you know?
Yeah. So it seems like she has a wide array of
Good for her.
of different sneaks.
I really do like her fashion. Like, I don't know who, you know, if it's her, or partly her, or
It's
somebody
so
else, Ashley, like, who people said for a while that Ashley was like her stylist. Like, I don't know if that's true or not.
Her
like,
style is so her, you know?
yes.
And like, you
It
really
never looks like she's trying something out that like won't work. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like if she likes it, she'll wear it. If she doesn't like it, she's not going to wear it.
Yeah.
You know? And I appreciate that about her.
Okay, let's jump into DMs. We got some good ones.
Yay.
Hold on. They're on my phone because I like putting that on the Instagram story now too, because you get more
absolutely and more
questions
people in the moment, and it's as up to date as it can be.
Yeah, this is funny.
Yeah.
If Taylor opened a theme park, what are some rides you'd come up with, name including?
Ooh, oh my God, that's hard.
Yeah. Like, I'm trying to think. Like,
well, you'd have to have like
rockin' ready for it.
Yeah,
like,
like ready
for
the waterfall,
yeah,
and it's like like I'm thinking about like Splash Mountain, but it's like I gotta
Big
think of
Boom
something.
Betty.
Clean. It's like the clean coaster, and it's like literally like you get wet the whole time.
Oh yeah, you get like
you know?
a washer and dryer.
When I was drowning,
you just go through a car wash.
Yeah, you just go through a car wash, right?
The Tolerate It Twister.
Absolute.
I'm just reading like.
Where was I? And it's like, made you my temple, my mural, my sky. Like the machine.
Honestly, wait, you know the scene in Uptown? Wait, you know the scene in Uptown Girls where they're
spinning the teacup? Yes.
Yeah, it's like
or like when were doing the Twisters movie promo, when they had to step into the Twister thing. It's like, that's just the ride, but it's if you tolerate it. Like just
that actually would be really therapeutic.
That'd be really fun. I would love that.
That's really funny.
The lakes, but it's just a like
it's
basically
like
a lazy
tour.
river.
Yeah.
Take me
State
to the
of Grace.
I can do it with a broken
State
heart.
of Race. It's bumper cars.
Boop, 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 bing. That's Mario Kart. They'd have to do I can do it with a broken heart. Could look like you know those like rides where there's like the love tunnel.
Oh yeah,
and it's like the hearts and the whatever the fuck. Like it could be like that.
Ooh, like
that could have a drop in it.
Yeah, I like that.
Pirates of the Caribbean ride could be repurposed into like the cardigan set. Just thinking of existing rides.
Funny.
We'll think more about that because that's a really fun thing.
Yeah.
And I would love, oh my God, could you imagine the lines at a
my
Taylor
God.
Swift amusement park?
That would be crazy.
Holy shit. Because that would be like a kid thing too. Like kids would want to go on rides and stuff. You know what I mean? It wouldn't just be like freaks like
I
us.
wonder like what the rides at like Dolly World are called.
Oh my God, great question.
You know, like
I would love to go to Dolly World.
Oh, same.
How fun. Are there rides there or is it more of like
maybe I'm wrong.
Hoedowns and stuff?
Yeah.
I have no idea. There could be
Big
rides
Bear
there.
Mountain? I'm confused. How many rides are at... It says Dollywood Theme Park offers more than 50 world-class rides.
Holy shit.
What's the scariest ride at... Okay. Oh, they have like normal names. Lightning Rod, Thunderhead, Mystery Mind, Wild Eagle.
Oh, interesting. Maybe they're like lyrics or something.
Oh, yeah.
They could be. I don't know. I don't know enough about Dolly to know.
Yeah, me neither.
I love her, but like I don't know deep cuts like that. Wait, speaking of, they're thinking about redoing Steel Magnolias. Did you see that?
Oh
With,
yeah,
Jennifer
Aniston
wants Zendaya, Sydney Sweeney, and I forget who else. One other girl who would be so perfect.
Oh
like,
yeah,
it was a good
I know.
mix,
It
and
was
I
like
ooh, cute.
It was like someone. Was it Mikey Madison?
No, but she would be good too.
Let me see if I can find the tweet.
I forget what it was, but it was like the four of them.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Damn,
Jennifer Aniston.
Let me see if I faved it.
I don't know how to spell her last name, to be honest.
A-N-I-S.
A-N-I.
A-N-I-S-T-O-N.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Oh.
It is Ariana Grande.
Ariana Grande, that was it.
Yeah.
I knew it was, somebody good. And I would love that. A working
9 to 5, what a way to make a living.
I would love that. Gotta brush up on the words, but
yeah,
but you know, it's
love
like,
that song.
But
yeah.
we're here for it. We're here for it. So that would be fun.
Okay.
Cool.
What do you think will happen first, TS12 or Reputation Taylor's version?
Reputation Taylor's version. I feel strongly about that.
I think so too.
Because you really sold me on that theory of like new album this year, 2 re-records, new album, 2 re-records, and if we're sticking to that, which so far for 3 years it's been that, then we get Reputation and Debut this year, and then maybe TS12 like next
year.
year.
Yeah, I could
also,
see that.
Torture Poets is just so new.
I
Like,
don't know,
put some space
though.
between.
Yeah,
Because the space between Torture Poets and Midnights is like 2 years.
Yeah.
So I feel like
she does follow a pattern. Like
she does. Yeah, she does.
So
And for promo purposes, to maximize the situation, like there's always that factor in play. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But I think I agree with that.
Like torches and pitchforks for reputation soon. Like people are like, we need this. You know what I mean? Not just me. I'm not alone. Oh, speaking of, is it past the day of? Oh wow, today is a clown day. Remember the 23rd?
Oh yeah.
But we'll see.
Did Rep TV come out today?
Yeah, did Rep TV come out?
I highly doubt it.
We'll look back on this. Did Rep TV come out tonight? Probably not.
This isn't a
really
question, and I said this to you, I think yesterday or the day before. I just put it out as a blanket statement. We don't need to follow up on anything. I just want to say it out loud. Joe Alwyn suddenly being everywhere in the press. I noticed it. I was like, I feel like I can't go on my phone without seeing Joe Alwyn.
Literally can't get away from him. But that was the question. Like, what is he doing? Apparently he's in the Brutalist.
He's in the Brutalist.
Which I hadn't seen yet.
And I think he's also going to be in a new, like, big movie.
Oh.
Let me
Well, he's always in a Yorgo Lanthimos movie.
Yeah.
Which I still have not seen Kinds of Kindness, which is very unlike me. So I have to watch that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Let me see. Is there, like, upcoming movies?
Go to his IMDb.
Oh, he's going to be in Hamlet. Oh, wait, no, he already was in Hamlet.
Oh.
Wait, I'm confused. Sorry.
We're just like, we don't know what he's been in or what's
I'm like,
happening.
I can't find anything that he's in, but I'm like, he's
to
everywhere.
Go to his IMDb for like upcoming. Here, I'll look too.
Credits. Upcoming too. Oh, it does say Hamlet. Post-production.
Oh, yeah, that means it's maybe not out yet.
Okay. Oh, with Riz Ahmed is playing Hamlet.
Ooh.
And he's playing Larides.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Well, good for him. It's what he wants to do.
Just an interesting tidbit.
Yeah, upcoming Hamlet.
He's been out and about for sure.
Yep. And that's that. So, but yes, he has. We've noticed it as well. He's been out and about. He's trying to. He must have like new PR or something. And listen, there's enough space for everybody in the world. If we can all, it's fine. It's fine. Nobody gets mad about it. It's fine. Why would we?
Yep, exactly. Ooh, this is a good question. Ooh. If you could only talk to Taylor Swift about one of her songs, which one would it be and why?
Oh my God, that's impossible.
It's impossible.
Probably the lyrics for me.
I know.
But it's like, I kind of get it though. That's the thing is, do you want to ask about a song that you feel like you relate to so strongly and either have, like here's what would happen. I'd be like, hey girl, let's talk about the lyrics. And I'd be like, here's my interpretation of it. Top to bottom, every line I've thought about, I've related it to one thing or another. And then you say like, is this what you thought too? And what if she says, no, actually, I thought about it in a different way? Like,
no, actually, you're wrong.
Completely wrong.
Yeah.
Like, that would suck.
Well, I think
but then
she would appreciate
she would
your
totally,
different perspective and
Absolutely.
then be like, she would never be like, no, that's wrong. She'd be like, no, this is the way that I saw it, but I like the way that you interpreted
it. For sure.
it. Yeah.
But I also would die. Like, I'd be like, well, I wanted us to be thinking exactly the same parallel thoughts. And now that we haven't, like, it, I was thinking stupid.
The same thing. Like, I would definitely choose Cowboy Like Me. And I would want to explain to her, like, what my perspective of it was. And I would ask her more, like, what was your perspective of the time of writing it? And, like, how has it changed to now and your perspective of it? And, like, has Travis, like, done anything to help you trade? Because, obviously, it's a connection between them, too, that song as well.
Has his appearance in your life changed your thoughts on it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, did you feel strongly towards it one way or the other? Like, obviously she writes these songs, she feels strongly about it, but then maybe it wasn't really assigned and now it's like she can think of him with that. Yeah, that's a really good, that's a good way to frame it. I don't know what other than that, like maybe just a song that I don't really understand or a song that I would love to know, which is not many, like I feel like they're all pretty cut and dry, but I would maybe like maybe a Tortured Poets song. Maybe one of them being like, what was your headspace while writing? I hate it here. Or like, what exactly was going on? Or like, what if she were going to be transparent? You know what I mean? Like, that's another thing you have to think about is like, is she going to tell us the truth? Like, or she have to give a PR answer because she can't trust anybody,
Yeah, I do feel like there's a lot of songs on here that are very much like your interpretation is like the kind of the way that it's put out there.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
I also maybe like All Too Well 10-minute. Like, what was that like? Like,
true. Like
having to cut. Like, why'd you choose these lines instead of these ones? Why'd you cut this verse instead of this verse? So maybe something like that. I don't know.
Also, how much of it like has that 10-minute version existed as is the entire time? Like, did you tweak anything before it actually went out? Because everyone knew that it existed because she mentioned it and like offhandedly as a joke.
Yeah.
But was she like, was it literally 10 minutes, or once she said it and everyone asked was like, release it, did she have to then like make sure it was 10 minutes and like make this whole big thing about it? So,
exactly.
Yeah.
This one is
Great
homework
question.
for us.
Oh, homework.
Yep. Homework. Rank track 5s from sad to so gut wrenching I want to throw up.
Oh, perfect. Oh, wow, that sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really fun thing.
So
to
we'll have that for Tuesday's episode.
Tuesday's episode. Perfect. I love that.
And then last one, prediction on Tay's outfit for AFC Championship, Super Bowl, or if she am I okay? Prediction on Taylor's outfit for AFC Championship, or if she will bring friends with her and who.
Good cue.
Yeah.
So if those who remember her AFC Championship look last year, she had curly hair.
Yeah.
That was exciting. And,
that was exciting.
We are not okay. And that was exciting. Like, chill.
No,
but
totally.
Yeah, she had like a cool sweatshirt on and hair, but it's just she might play it down to not look like cocky or whatever. And then for the Super Bowl, I think she brings it. And I think she definitely
maybe
brings friends
Kristen
again.
Juszczyk custom
Maybe
piece.
some special treatment from her girl.
I could see her honestly maybe like the opposite, just like absolutely balling out and going like a full fucking like
Fair.
I don't know, some
At Super Bowl or AFC?
AFC.
True.
Just because like
she's been balling.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The outfits that she's been wearing recently have been so cool that I feel like she is almost like one-upping herself each time.
Absolutely.
So
every look I like better than the last.
Yeah, totally,
Like,
totally.
It's so great.
So I would like to. I always love seeing her in like a little like 87 something. So I hope she wears a little something tidbit. But she always has like either like the necklace or the hat or the ring, the TNT bracelet. So always
she
a little
keeps
piece
up
of Travis with her,
absolutely,
which is cute. But
absolutely.
I definitely think I do wonder who's going to be in the squad this time because last year
it was Blake. It was Lana.
Was that Lana
Ice
and
Spice,
Kelly and everyone? Was that
Kelly
everyone
was
in the?
there.
Was that Super Bowl though, or was that
think
AFC?
So.
Okay, yeah.
No, I think it was definitely Super Bowl because she had her hair in a pony with the braids on the side. I always base everything off outfits and like how their hair looks. But no, Blake was definitely with her for sure, and Lana was there, and Ice Spice was there because that's people fell on top of Lana. You were like falling over.
Yeah, that was so
poor
fun.
Lana. I think Ashley was there too.
Yeah, I think like the whole squad.
The whole squad
I think
was
even
there.
maybe Sabrina Carpenter was there. Actually, now that I think about it, I
with glasses.
She went to like one of the games, didn't she?
She did, I think, with glasses on.
Yeah,
I remember being like,
maybe I'm wrong.
No, I think you're right. Like I think somewhere, maybe not Super Bowl, but I do think she was somewhere at some point.
It will be interesting to see if she does go with Kelly Teller because we haven't seen them together in a minute.
We haven't seen them together in a while. I'm wondering about that.
Well, she's probably dealing with their fucking house being burned down.
Right,
yeah.
Poor Kelly and Miles, they're dealing with a lot right now. They might not be wanting to do that, but then, but also curious about Blake. Blake's kind of, she's going through some shit right now. She might not want to be front and center on the telecast.
Yeah, totally.
So who knows? But we'll have to see.
Maybe it'll just be fam.
Maybe just a family affair. Maybe the whole fam, their whole fam.
Kylie.
They'll all be in the same box for that.
Yeah.
Well, if it's Eagles Chiefs, Kylie might not.
Oh, shit,
Kylie
yeah.
might have to be like, I can't be in here with you.
I wonder.
That'd be a good.
Yeah.
I'd be curious about that.
That's funny.
And she's pregnant. I keep forgetting that she's
Oh
pregnant.
my God!
Kylie.
Right? Yeah, you're right.
So who knows what she'll be up to. Maybe we'll see a little bit of Taylor and Brittany Mahomes, but she might be with family. Again, she just gave birth 5 minutes ago, so who knows? But yeah, I'll be excited to see either way.
Excited to see the outfits for sure.
Me too.
Yeah,
the most. So, all right, I think that about wraps up today. Well, for us, not for you guys. Now let's launch into our fabulous interview with Liza. And we will see you guys next
Hope you
week.
enjoy.
Gia, as we're talking about trips coming up, things we're looking forward to, we'd be remiss not to mention Valentine's Day. I know you're trying to get away with your sweetie, and we're trying to all feel a little love in the air, and we've all got love to give. And who better to reach out to help us with giving that love than our bestie Steven Singer?
Yes, you
guys.
And
what does he have on deck for us? I think it's a little something. I'm seeing a 24 karat gold dipped rose, forever rose. peacock.
I'm seeing a
teal?
peacock teal in your future.
A little bit of peacock teal, maybe a little pink.
And
maybe
I've
a
heard that
little
it's
red.
mesmerizing.
I've heard the same.
Yeah,
And in fact, I've seen it. I've seen it with my
And
own
I was
eyes.
mesmerized.
And I was mesmerized.
Yes.
So yes, of course, our bestie Steven Singer. We got to think about these things. Valentine's is coming up, not only for your sweeties, but also think about your siblings. Think about your mom. Think about your dad.
Anyone
People
you love,
love.
your friends, Galentine's.
Anyone you love. Valentine's is not only for the couples. Valentine's is for everybody. And everyone loves gifts and everyone loves a sweet sentiment. And nothing is sweeter than this precious, forever 24 karat dipped rose from Steven Singer.
Steven has the #1 gift for Valentine's Day, a real rose preserved and dipped in real 24 karat gold to last a lifetime. And Steven's 24 karat gold dipped roses start at just $59. This gift is unique, sentimental, and lasts a lifetime guarantee. And you could even build a bouquet over the years and special moments. Imagine looking at a beautiful, everlasting bouquet and remembering all those cherished memories. So you can go now to IHateStevenSinger.com for real roses dipped and trimmed in real gold from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer's Jewelers. That's IHateStevenSinger.com.
All right. So we are coming into this part of the episode. We have a special guest.
Yay!
It is rare that we have special guests on the pod, but this is a guest we've needed to have on. She is a true blue Swiftie, Liza Treyger. Thank you for coming in and chatting with us
Thanks for
today.
having me.
Yay.
I know it's special to have guests, yeah. And I bet your people, they're addicted to you guys. But,
Well, let's hope.
So thank
Fingers
you.
crossed.
Well,
one can only
we
hope.
always vet our guests first with the Swiftie test
Yes,
before we
true,
have them on. You know,
true.
we're
But
like,
I'm a
okay.
The
newer
test is,
one.
do you follow our account and do you like
Yeah.
do you like our account, our videos?
Do you
And
engage with
pass,
us on
by the
social
way?
media?
I'm engaging, definitely. I remember tagging you because when Travis said he likes Cowboy Like Me, I'm like, wow, they called it.
yeah.
You knew it was their song.
That's so
So that
funny.
was exciting. But since I'm a newer Swiftie, I've always obviously been aware of Taylor Swift. Now that Eras is done, I don't know how you guys did it for Reputation. I'm kind of like, what
It
the
is-
fuck? I'm
it
just
is
desperate
tough.
for any look. Like I
know.
got spoiled, and now I don't know how to
Absolutely.
act.
It is really hard. The lulls are hard, and they're not even really lulls. There's always something going on. It's just the whispers. It's like, what whispers do you listen to? Because
Yeah.
everyone goes buck wild. But okay. So Liza, you're a newer Swiftie. You're also a comedian. That's your
Yes.
life. Your
Yeah.
your bread and butter. You also have a podcast that is dedicated to Law and Order SVU,
Yes.
which I'm obsessed with.
That's so funny.
And,
I used
which
to
is
be
incredible.
a huge SVU person, but now that I live in New York, it's like I can't watch it without being scared.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
I'm like, I'll walk through Central Park and I'm like, oh, Elliot was here. Oh, Olivia was here.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
I'm like,
where's
that's
the
where
dead
that
body
girl
on the
got
ground?
murdered
yeah,
and
literally.
killed and her head bludgeoned. How nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live next to a location where there's a drug, like someone got drugged, and I think about it. But
Incredible.
on our podcast, we cover the true crime the episode is based on, and so the horrors are even more in my head for sure.
Of
Because it's like the
course.
true, yeah.
How do
Well,
you
yeah,
like
the horrors are
wild.
everywhere.
when
They're
you
around
talk
every
about it?
hall.
What do you do after like your episode? Like when you get into a really intense.
Well, that's not the worst part. The worst is when I'm a procrastinator and then I'm doing my research all night, and then I go
course.
go to bed with darkness.
Yeah,
okay.
That's where.
Okay.
That's where it's bad, and then. Sometimes they get really bad and we have to take a week or two off.
Yeah,
I mean, that makes sense. You're
honestly,
talking about
yeah.
really fucking intense stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
absolutely.
it's made me
yeah,
be
yeah.
more aware.
And I know
Swivel.
that I know they watch Law and Order together.
Exactly. Well, of course they do,
Taylor.
and of course they would. Right.
Yeah.
We've got Olivia Benson and
Yeah.
and well, Meredith Grey. I guess we can
Meredith
include her
is
as well.
Grey's Anatomy. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. But still
Which
all
I
good stuff.
I never dove into that.
I did early days.
I did. I was addicted.
Yeah.
I'll never.
Your sister still watches. Doesn't
Yeah.
She? Yeah.
I
yeah.
just it lost me after
We'll jump the shark after like a plane crash.
after
or
Derek
whatever.
died. I was like, I can't watch it anymore.
True. So
I
true.
literally was so traumatized by it. I remember I laid on my kitchen floor for like 2 hours, just being like,
Damn.
where do I even go from here?
Yeah, that's real.
And
that's
then
real
I just
pain.
could never finish it after that.
It's tough. It's hard. It's hard when you when you get all wrapped up in these people. And
Yeah.
then they disappear.
Yeah,
It's not
That's
great.
kind of how you feel about Taylor now.
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
I'm desperate, but
It's a little bit what's
because
going
I'm
on.
newer and I don't know everything, and she has so much. Like I never watched the Pawn Sessions, and then that first
Oh,
week
right.
of January, I was just beating and like in my apartment. And I saw it on Disney, and I went, "Oh, I'm gonna watch it." And then I never even heard the Lakes before.
It is. Oh my
And
God.
so,
It's
so I'm
just
always
the
kind
best.
of getting something new. And then what's
Yeah.
really dove me fully in was I go to Soul Cycle Taylor Swift classes.
Oh,
Obsessed.
Madeline
Yeah,
does.
love.
My bestie who worked at Barstool too. Yeah,
They're
she loves
so
them.
good. They
Yeah.
really are.
Really
They
good.
get you pumped up. I go to a solid core class. It's similar.
Well, the Swiftie Saturday class I go to, so Monday at
I can't
noon
even
is when
imagine
it
what that's
opens.
like.
You could sign up.
Yeah.
If you don't sign up for this class by 12:02,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it.
you're not getting a bike. You have to get like I sit at
You're running in
11:59
place.
and
yeah.
refresh it.
Like how you make restaurant reservations at
Yeah.
like the new hot spots.
Yeah.
It's literally the same.
But this is
same
for
idea.
Swiftie Saturday Soul Cycle.
Exactly.
Yeah, and when TTPD came out, that was my first like live album to come out as a
Yeah,
Swiftie.
yeah.
Fun.
And I was in Austin. I went to a 90-minute Soul Cycle where they played.
Oh my god.
That's
Damn,
sick.
90 minutes though. Although at the
songs.
same time, like that's a lot to get out. Like we
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
we
the
did
teacher cried.
We did a oh that's amazing.
She was fully walking and crying.
That's
We're
incredible.
just sent by someone. Honestly, that sounds so
I'm like gonna
therapeutic.
cry right now
I know,
thinking
yeah.
about it. Well, we were crying on our couch. We did like a live listen of TTPD, and it was emotional. And like when we were done is when the anthology was released, like right as soon as we were finished with the first part, and so we jumped right back into it, and it was an emotional night. But okay, so you came in today. Number one, I have to talk about it.
Yes.
you brought us friendship
Yes.
bracelets, personalized
They're
friendship
so
bracelets
cute.
to our favorite things. I've got Reputation, the Lakes. We've got Taylor Watch.
I've
I
got
Hate It Here.
Anchovy,
the Lover
the
bodysuit.
Eagles, Cowboy Like Me.
It's so thoughtful.
Perfect.
I'm like, I cannot believe
Seriously, that
like,
was so nice of you. Yeah.
things like
My
that like really get me
pleasure.
emotional. It was very thoughtful
Well,
for you
because
to
I've
do that.
also, because of your pod, I listened to like the Fearless Rundown and stuff. So it
Sure,
helps me
sure.
catch up to things I didn't know
Oh, I
about.
love that. I'm so
that
happy,
was
so happy to
helpful.
hear that.
That's my manager, Brittany,
hi.
and
Hey,
she's
Brittany.
she's
Sorry,
a big Swiftie as well.
Oh.
Hey, what's going on?
Oh,
Here,
Brittany,
no,
sorry.
no,
Let
here.
me grab.
Maybe in this little chair.
Oh, sorry. Oh my God, you're wearing bows.
For a second. Oh my God, so am I. For the first, this is new for me. I don't usually wear bows like in the office, but I was like, that's kind of how I'm feeling. It's very TTPD. For sure.
Yes.
For some reason, Jordan, who we were, she was like, "Oh, Liza has someone with her. They'll be sitting in whatever." I literally thought it was Connor. I was like, "Oh, we're good." So I didn't text her. I'm so sorry that we
Oh,
just
I
started
should have
chatting.
said so. I forgot
We've
something
barely-
about it too.
we've
I was
barely
just
begun.
so excited.
We're just pumped up. Yeah.
But
I'm busy crying over the bracelets.
she's
So,
a
like, can't get
Swiftie
over
girl.
it.
Oh.
I'm wearing my Chiefs one right now. Sorry, guys.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay for me. It's Gia's anti. yeah, right. For now, yeah. For now, she is. What was I gonna say? Okay. But anyway, so number one, thank you for this. So thoughtful, beyond. But then also, I am so curious about how it all came about for you. How did you come into the Swiftie world? What is your Swiftie origin story? We're dying to know.
I'm so excited. So obviously she's a big
too.
star, so I knew the hits.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
But I do remember I had my time where I was like, this is cringe. Because I do remember my ex,
We've all
he
been there.
loved
Yeah.
Papa John's, and she was on the Papa John's boxes.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is, I just remember being like, irked
She
by
was
that
on
for some
Papa John's.
Yes.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
so
even know that.
funny.
It's so like such
Yeah.
a departure from her now. But yeah, I was aware in and out.
Yeah.
1989's when I was in, and I went to the tour.
Oh,
And
amazing.
I went to the one
so
where
not
it
that
was,
recent.
Yeah,
that's
so
a
you're
pretty
not that
long
new.
time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, but not like this. You know,
You-
I was
I
like
thought more
I see.
intense.
You were a casual fan, and now you're hardcore.
so like my
Okay.
my
That makes
Apple
sense.
Wrapped was Taylor was 124,000 minutes, and then my second place was
God.
Casey Musgraves with 185 minutes. Like
Right,
I had
okay.
like my brain
So
broke.
right.
Yeah, like what?
sometimes it's like
Yeah,
sometimes it do be like that.
I just
you know
felt
what
like I had to
get
catch
it.
up all this way. So I went to 89, and then my show was Beck and St. Vincent came out, and I remember the teens were pissed, but it was all young
Yeah.
kids.
Oh
Like,
well, and they don't understand.
The
They don't
youth-
understand Beck and St. Vincent.
I
is
will
like the
say-
greatest
we were
century.
excited, but people
I
were
would have been.
like,
I would have been with the
you would've been
youths. I would have
pissed.
been
You
with the
would've
youths.
been
I
pissed.
didn't know. I haven't like
I would've
still don't really
died
know
for
who
Saint Vincent.
who Beck is. I know who Saint
Beck is
Vincent
amazing,
is.
yeah.
But I went to a music festival where Beck was the headliner, and I left. I was like, I have no idea who that is. So
Well, he's just such a talented musician. It's like one of those where you
when
have
he
to like,
beat,
that's why you like him.
he
Beyonce,
beat
that's all I.
Beyonce
Yeah,
for album
yeah,
of the
yeah.
year. Then I was like, I know that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I left his headlining show.
I walked out on him. I never walked out on Beyonce.
No, never.
Yeah, that's
please.
tough.
That's sacrilegious.
Kids don't understand. Okay,
But,
sorry,
and then
you're
John
right.
Legend
Yeah.
came out, and they were more excited. for
Ooh, that's a
that.
good one.
Yeah.
You use like John.
Look at her
I
with the
think.
range. I
Yeah.
don't even know. We should do like deep dives on her tours at some
It was
point.
all the
'Cause-
guests.
Yeah.
Well, Reputation.
Because I remember
or-
following that. I remember following to see like which celeb, and
Of course.
Mariska being in Bad Blood was like a
Yeah,
thrill.
1989. I
huge
feel like
deal,
she
yeah.
brought out like the most random people sometimes.
She definitely did. And I think, too, what happened on so many of those tours is similar to how we would follow along for Eras Tour with what surprise songs she's going to do. Is there going to be surprise, whatever. She would always have a guest come out and sing. She would like sing a song, one of
Like,
their
with
songs
that-
with them,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then they would sing like one of her songs
Yeah.
together, or whatever. And and that's how like Niall was up there. Like there were so many people
She brought out so
over
many.
time.
Selena, but that's not
Selena.
random. Troye Sivan,
All
I
her
remember.
besties,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
certainly all her
I
besties.
remember
But like
Mick
it's
Jagger
funny.
for some reason. I think
Yeah.
there's BTS.
Well, right,
of
did you
that.
see Robbie Williams was talking about it the other day?
Well,
being
I
like,
was listening to your
she didn't
episode
know.
as you were
Us
talking about
shit,
it.
being like, chill, Robbie Williams.
Yeah, like I barely
relax.
even knew
Like,
who
she
he
knew
was.
who you were.
Yeah.
Like, don't act like she didn't know until the crowd was cheering. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Crazy.
doesn't matter how famous
Can't get
you
over
are.
it.
If you don't get America, you kind of become a weirdo. Like
Yeah.
you're just desperate for
It
this,
is. That is kind of
sad.
crazy. Like the U.S. is when you know you made it.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
But okay, so
Reputation
so back
helped me get
into-
through a breakup. I do remember listening to
course.
Reputation. I love like Endgame and Don't Blame Me. Like I was very into that.
Yeah.
church music. It's like it really.
And then I was into Lover. Yeah, I was into Lover, but then I didn't get into Folklore Evermore or anything like that. Post that. That just didn't click. And then when the tickets went on sale, I was like, the fans will go. Like, I don't need to do that.
yeah.
And then when she was in LA, everyone I followed was there. Every story in my Instagram was
At the
people at the
Eras tour.
concert. So I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I should listen to the track list.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, what's going on here? And then I started listening to Folklore Evermore, got into Midnights, and then it was then I started watching YouTube videos of her making all this stuff.
Yeah.
And
Of
like
course.
all the fan edits of her being fun with her cats. And then
Of course.
and then that was that. And then I couldn't
Damn.
stop.
Yeah.
And then I was just so into it.
It really is like once it clicks for you.
And then I went
it
backwards.
clicks.
I love
Yeah.
Mine. Like Mine
Yeah.
is such a good song, and I can't believe I didn't.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't listen to that album. And Sparks Fly.
Sparks Fly is my
Sparks Fly
favorite on
is
Speak Now.
So
Yeah,
good.
it's so
like,
good.
It does not get enough love. Hit me with those
Green eyes, baby, as the lights go down. Something that'll haunt me when you're not around.
I'm always
Can't
so
help
impressed. You
myself.
guys, I'm like kind of tone deaf and don't really remember stuff.
Well, we think we're
And-
stars, so it's easy for
But
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys, but you know all the
Lyrics?
so
The
good. Like,
lyrics.
I'm
Yeah.
really bad at that.
we are definitely lyric people. I think
Yeah.
and that's another thing too. Like with Taylor Swift, it's so exciting when her music comes out because first, you listen through it, you pick your favorite songs based on how they sound, and you're like, oh, this one sounds good, this one sounds good. But as you move through the track list, you really go through the lyrics, and you're like, holy shit, this came directly from my soul. How does Taylor Swift have like the inside of my brain?
Yeah.
How is this here on this album? And I think that's why we get people writing in all the time just saying similar things to that, being like her lyrics, they really spoke to me in a way that I didn't know, or she's saying things that I couldn't put into words, and I just think that is the magic of it
Yeah.
all. And once that clicks, you're like, she's the smartest
Well,
bitch
and
on
then
earth. Like, what the hell?
Instagram knows I'm obsessed. So then I
Of
like all
course.
the people being like how regular people would say it, and then how Taylor
Yeah.
Swift
Yeah,
says it.
yeah,
And
yeah,
like,
yeah.
It is beautiful. I feel like Invisible String was when I was like, damn, this is like so romantic.
I know.
Peace.
romantic.
Like I was like, this is like
Yeah.
so
Folklore and Evermore
nice.
kind of put her on the map. I just feel like with like lyricism, that's kind of that I feel like was her
Totally.
like magnum opus when it came before TTBD, and I still think Midnight's is up there too. But
Agreed.
Folklore and Evermore is
though.
kind of like okay, she has that skill
She's a
like
writer,
beyond.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
not that
yeah.
Not that she
Yes,
was before,
yes,
but
like
people
well,
thought like,
just
oh,
the word-
Bad
the
Blood, oh, Shake It
verbiage.
Off, oh, like,
Exactly,
that's- I hate when
exactly.
and it's like, okay, yeah, those songs exist, and they're great songs, they're fun bobs. I didn't
Yeah.
see a single person sitting down at the Eras store during Shake It Off. Everyone,
Yeah.
you see Prince William shaking it off till the end of time. It's like, oh, what, you're gonna talk shit about Shake It Off? It's
Yeah.
relax.
I actually,
but yes.
when I went to the concert, I went to Toronto. I am a frequent peer, and I was really scared. And
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, I was not drinking anything. I was
I think I
really
don't think I
strict.
had anything, yeah.
yeah.
And I was so happy I didn't pee.
You
Yeah,
didn't pee the
that's
whole
good.
time?
That's
Yeah.
good.
Damn,
I was
that's
really,
impressive.
Really happy.
It is
for
impressive.
myself.
So, okay, so you
I
went
didn't
to
want to miss
Toronto.
because it was Toronto. I wasn't gonna have a chance to go again.
Yeah.
That's actually my biggest regret. I didn't know how much I would love it. I should have started going to Europe.
Early on.
Did you
right.
go to the last night?
No, I went to the second to last.
Okay.
Got it.
Toronto night. That
There's only
Friday.
three,
No,
right?
that Thursday, the first
Yeah.
one. It was like the fourth show.
Got
that
it.
No.
Thursday.
There was 6 in Toronto.
Yeah, it was like 1, 2,
Oh,
3, 1,
sorry,
2,
1,
3.
2,
like-
3, 1, 2, 3.
yeah.
So you were night 4 technically. Got it.
Yeah,
Got it.
and then
what,
I
what
did
were
my
your
own show
songs?
Friday. So I can't believe. Okay, I
Excited to talk about the
feel
Eras tour.
Labyrinth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it was 2 songs from Red and 1 from Purple. I'm like, Was it Haunted or was it Revenge?
Yeah, let's bring out Swift
Revenge.
Alert.
Yeah,
Swift Alert will
Mr.
tell us.
Perfectly Fine. I feel like there
She
was
did
two
a
songs
lot
to
of mashups at
Red.
the end. Yeah, a lot of mashups at the end, which were appreciated, but it was like you really had
They
to
weren't
be
mine.
on it.
Like they weren't
Like your best. Your best
No,
ones.
but I was excited, and people around me were really excited.
Of course, yeah, of course.
But
And that's part of it too. It's like the energy in the stadium gets everybody hyped, no matter what. Like you're just, how did that feel? Were you so excited? So was that the first one? That was like the only
wholesome.
one you went to, right?
Yeah, because I wanted
Yeah.
to experience it with my best friend once we
course.
decided we were going, and I also wanted to say the hotel was fun. They had a step and repeat. They had balloons. Like that was all exciting.
Of course.
But I liked kids in costumes. I liked wholesome energy. I like everyone
Big time.
singing. Everyone was just, there was one sad couple in front of us, I noticed, but
Oh, well,
that maybe fought.
There's always a couple.
There's always a couple.
We had that when we got to go to Miami. It was our last show, and we had these two ladies in front of us who were fine. They were just drunk. They were like drunk women who were like in their 40s, and the whole time they kept being like, "What song is this?
Wait,
Who
I
even
don't
knows
even know this song.
And we're
Oh
on
my
the floor, by the way.
God.
Like we got Game Time hooked us up, and we got to go on the floor,
Just
and it was
keep
just
that
like
to yourself for
crazy.
5 seconds.
there's always people that are just annoying as
Well,
fuck.
I actually screamed at someone at Casey Musgraves.
Oh well, but
I
bet they deserved
I will
it.
turn around and be like, "Shut the fuck up!" I will not
with
tolerate
you.
it.
What did they do? Were you at Barclays?
Consistent, nonstop talking.
Oh yeah,
That's too much.
Yeah,
For what? Why go to a concert?
I-
Why do
right away I turn around and go, so we'll be doing this? But that
so it's
didn't
chatty
fit
hour.
music.
But it didn't.
And then my
phase.
friend was normal. I finally turned around. I'm like, you need to shut the like. I
Yeah.
kind of lost it. I'm like, we've
Yeah.
been waiting months to see
this
this.
isn't
course.
therapy. This
'Cause
is
the
a
girl-
fucking concert.
I understand. Like, I love this one. Wait, what's the like? I get
Yeah.
that. It was just, I don't even know if they heard one song. I go, you need to go in the
chatty
hallway.
between songs. Like no one cares when this music's
Yeah.
not going. But like especially Casey Musgraves, right? That everybody. I ended up going to that concert too last second, and I was so excited. But it was such a lovely, peaceful,
It's
right?
light.
I couldn't imagine talking through that whole.
That's
concert.
how I
It'd be
felt.
Insane.
There was this. I went to. I
Sitting.
don't know if you know Briston Maroney. He's a singer. He's on American Idol. He
no, I don't
played whatever. But there was these two girls behind me. Literally, this girl was like, and I feel bad because all I heard was like something about her dad. Like she was trauma dumping something. But they were just
not the
blah
time,
blah
girl.
blah 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 the whole time, and he's like very like chill, like low singing. I turn around, I was just like, did you guys come here to talk or listen? I'm seriously curious.
Sometimes you gotta.
Were
Sometimes
they
you just have
embarrassed?
to do that.
They just were like, sorry.
And then once these people stop, you realize how much they affected the show negatively
course.
because then it's just so
Yeah, then it's like,
nice.
oh, wow, finally, like, I can actually hear what he's saying. I was like, why pay, like, $70-$80 to go have a conversation?
right.
We had some drunk rich people next to us, but they came from Hawaii to Toronto.
Oh God.
And she just was like, you need to marry someone richer than you that loves you more than you love them. And I go, oh, that loves the same things you love. I go, yeah, I think
yeah.
that's what we're all trying to do.
yeah. Oh wow.
Someone
revolutionary.
great
financially
advice.
said
Thanks
that,
for that
likes
advice.
what
Yeah.
you're into.
I never thought of it like that before. So weird.
And she kept buying us drinks, and I was like, I can't pee, like get away. And she kept trying to talk, but my friend handled it because she knew I can't.
Yeah.
And this
I'm
was your
so
this was your
sensitive.
moment also. Like this was your moment. You were
Well,
looking
even
forward
when-
to it.
And
you
it
had
is
to
so
be
not
there.
fun to like something so popular too, because the memes are everywhere. Like I love the meme where it's like we all felt hot during the fire. I'm like,
Yeah.
I love that. I
You're
love being
like,
in on it.
yes. Like I
Yes.
definitely did.
When
It's
we went to
crazy.
Paris, like, we went with, like, Kelly's friends.
Yeah.
And, like, we were all drinking whatever when the show was starting. And it kind of got to the point where, like, they were, like, talking too much. And I was
No, my
like,
friends
I
were
have to
like-
move away. I
No,
literally
really.
moved to the other side
Literally,
of the
my
bus.
friends love my friends to death. They all drink too much. Like so do I. But like at the Air store, I already knew that I knew what to do, and I was like, listen, I can get drunk over here, but I need to make sure that I'm paying
It
attention
was, like,
to
the
show.
drunk side and then, like, the sober.
And so we literally all of us, like me and my like more serious Swiftie friends, like sat on one side, and the other ones were like hanging off the balcony on the other side. I was like, you guys do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I'm over.
I'm
here
gonna be
now.
over here.
It's
I
too
did that
much.
for
We're gonna stop
Gaga
being friends
once.
if you keep acting like this. Like it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like for Gaga, I was Ticketmaster Wars. This
Yeah.
was 2 tours ago, Joanne, but I got 2 floor seats for me and another psycho, and then I
Yeah.
got 4 far tickets for the
Yeah.
for the people.
For the
Yeah.
casuals.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the casuals.
Which
who didn't
again
wanna-
is fine, and I think like we don't need to all be sitting together at the concert. Like I'm here for Taylor Swift, so I'm not paying attention to where you are,
Yeah.
what you're doing. But okay, so you went to the show.
Oh, by the way,
How
I
was
did
it?
look
Oh,
it
yeah.
up.
Oh, yes,
Sorry.
please.
Mr. Perfectly Fine and Better Than Revenge was on guitar.
good one.
Great
Good
one.
one.
And then State of Grace and Labyrinth on
Grace,
piano
those
is
are
a really good
good.
one.
Those are good.
You know,
Yeah.
like I enjoyed it and I had fun.
Of course.
Yeah.
For sure, but I sat down.
I'm with you though.
During
like,
the surprise
I-
songs?
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
sat.
yeah.
I sat.
Oh,
to
I,
Took a
I
moment.
would sit during some of
think during Betty I sat.
Folklore or Evermore,
Betty's
and
a
like
little slow.
sometimes you just gotta sit.
Yeah, you can't. It's
you
3
can't
hours,
judge.
3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Like, you
But it
gotta-
is wild
yeah.
to think about her. When I'm at Soul Cycle, I think about
I
her
know.
because I like to sing along, and I'm like, this is
Of course.
crazy.
Anytime I do
Well, it's
anything
like
like,
what she does.
remotely
Anything.
annoying or hard, I'm like, would Taylor Swift be complaining about this? Like, probably not.
Probably not. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's a
Like,
machine.
damn, I gotta lift this box 5 minutes up my stairs. Taylor Swift can
Well,
perform
she's
a
running
show.
on the treadmill, singing the songs out loud. Like that's how she prepares. Is she runs on the treadmill and sings out loud? Like what would it like to have cardio like that? I think my heart would literally explode
I was
inside my
out of.
apartment if I did that.
I'm out of breath, like playing with my cat.
I can barely walk.
and I'm
yeah,
just
barely
like
walk up the stairs.
playing with a stick, like
Same
around.
with stand up. It's like I'm just standing chatting for an hour.
Of course.
And
That
I
though
do
is,
like
like,
nap
Standing
and rest.
is hard though because you have to
No,
talk.
it's not.
It is, but it also too like performing is really hard, and I commend you for being able to do it because it is kind of you're putting on a show. You have to keep your anxiety down and keep your presence calm to deliver what you want to say. But it's like you're still on stage with bright lights and everybody's looking at you.
Yeah,
you know, it's a
and then
little-
also
it's a
you have to
little
like make
different.
people
It's harder.
laugh.
Right, people have to laugh.
Yeah.
How is that? How is being a comedian?
I love it. It's like my dream life.
You're so
I really
good at
can't
it.
How
I, like,
long have
every single one of
you
your
been
clips,
doing
I
it?
crack the
I
fuck up.
started in 2009.
Wow, okay.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, I was 21 when I started.
It's such a grind. I
Hell
feel
yeah.
like I feel like everyone that we work with that's been starting to get into the
We have a
comedy
lot of-
game,
yeah.
like they're all like kind of starting at like 0,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been interesting to watch like them grow so much over the course of the years. I don't know
Yeah.
if you know like Grace O'Malley, Caroline Banowitz.
Yes.
They do
Yeah, yeah,
stand up.
yeah.
They're good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they
actually
knew
did
her
a
on the
bar show
scene.
with Grace.
Oh really?
Yeah,
fun.
a bar
That's
show.
fun.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but yeah, it's like, but you can't fake experience. It's one of those things where there's very few prodigies because it's like Bo Burnham. There's just very few because you really have to do it.
Yeah.
It's a skill
And I
to do. So yeah.
I like how it's very, I don't really know the word, but not intense, but like, you know, there's people a hierarchy, I guess you could say. Like you start
you have
from
to, like, earn
something
your
and you like
stripes, right?
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Like you know, you're not very respected in the comedy game if you like you just like
Until you
are
do
a
XYZ
TikToker that
or-
like gets to do like a stand up thing.
Oh,
You know
yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
yeah,
Like
I don't like that.
I like how the comedy game has like standards, I guess you should say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but it's another one of the lessons I learned, and I always tell younger people that is like, be friends with your peers.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
reach out and do stuff with the people you start with, and then you'll get better, and then you'll meet everyone.
Yeah.
But like starting out and trying to like go into a space where you shouldn't be is like not cool.
Yeah.
Well, right. It's like chill. You know, it's like who are you? Who the fuck do you think you are? Like
Just do
that's
the
the same.
work.
Honestly, it's similar here at Barstool. Generally, I would say like I always try really hard. I know we both do this. We try really hard to like, you know, be friends with everyone, support everyone, set that example, set that tone. So then there's like, it eliminates that feeling of competition
Yeah.
and encourages creativity more than anything. And it's like, all right, look, we're all doing the same thing. We're all grinding the same
You're gonna
way.
have more
Let's
fun.
do it. Of
Yeah.
course.
The people that are competitive, not happy for it's like not the way to live.
No.
You really
It's boring
life is
to
more
me.
fun
Yeah.
when all your friends are
Yeah.
doing good.
Of course,
I
of course. And when you're all, when you support each other and you like openly support each other, I think, you know, bring it back to Taylor always. She's so good at that. And her friends
Yeah.
are all really good at that, I think. Just in general, it's a good rule of thumb. Speaking of sticking up for Taylor or Taylor sticking up for her friends, thoughts on Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively?
Have you
What
been
do you
following
think?
it at all?
It's a hard,
I have, and
thing
I've
to even
listened to this
comment on.
pod, so I know. The only thing that I will like, if you hired the same PR as these other guys, how like,
Red flag, big time.
that's the red flag
Then
that
that's
I
it, yeah.
need. And I think also two people can kind of be annoying or like cringe or whatever, and one person can still be fucking psycho at work.
No,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
What?
And
I
exactly,
just
like,
don't
think
buy it.
that's
To
like the
find out
tone.
something's happening and then hiring this thing to smear someone, I don't. It's
Yeah, it seems like he's like
Something's
digging
up.
the grave too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's like digging his own grave by like
And why
pushing
did you
it so
buy this
hard.
fucking story? It's why you? Why did you have to tell this domestic violence story and be in it and direct it and get the rights to it? I don't. I
Yeah.
don't buy you.
Yeah.
There's something.
I've
something
never
nefarious.
heard of this
Something
man in my
nefarious is
life.
That's
Who
what I
is
said.
this?
Who are all these
Yeah.
people coming out of the woodwork riding so,
So
hard
hard
for
for a
this
man we
dude?
don't even know.
I'm like, where did he even come from? People like Jane the Virgin. I'm like, okay, yeah, that was a good show, but I'm not like hanging my hat on Justin Baldoni forever.
Yeah.
Over Blake Lively, who I feel is one of my personal best friends after watching many seasons of Gossip Girl and the movie A Simple couple favors. So like,
Yeah.
what's the big deal? Like, it's beyond. I don't get it. But it's every single day I feel it's something new, and we bring it up on the show because it's Taylor's bestie, and of course he brought Taylor into the conversation.
That's so
unnecessarily,
stupid.
and I'm like, what are we doing here with this?
Yeah.
It's a stupid thing to do.
It's desperate. It's lame.
It seems like.
And I do think the Taylor voodoo, I believe in it.
So do I.
Oh,
Big time.
totally.
I really
Big
do.
time.
100%. I mean, if you look at the facts,
Oh, yeah.
it's just there. I mean,
It's
every
hard to
time
dispute.
every
Like,
time a team goes against the Chiefs and says something along the lines with Taylor, they lose every
Do
time.
you want the Eagles to play the Chiefs or the Bills, or do you not? What are your thoughts?
I
there?
think I'd rather play the Bills team-wise, but I would rather play the Chiefs storyline-wise, and I
sure.
feel like it would be more
It's a bigger win
satisfying
almost.
taking away that 3-peat from them.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, she's off the Chiefs now. We're officially
Yeah.
in the time where we can't support. We're a house divided.
Yeah,
But I don't care either way. I'm like a fake fan, you know. Like I'm a fan of the Chiefs because Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce. Like I could
yeah.
give a shit.
Like
But I
I'll root
also
for
would be
them.
happy I was
Yeah.
also rooting for the line because I'm not like I like a long story. Like the Bills
yeah,
are
underdog.
tortured.
Yeah.
I
The
know. I
Bills
felt
are
bad.
just
I
a
feel bad for them.
tortured
I feel bad
team.
for them.
But I will say the Bills it's always the Bills when it's something with NFL fans and Taylor, and then
True.
shitting on
That's
Taylor.
so
It's
true.
always the Bills with
So
something.
annoying.
So they
Well,
just
it's like
can't
white
keep
trash,
their.
you know?
They just.
Listen, like
us up
yeah.
in the Northeast. Right?
Yeah.
The white, people think there's not white trash in the Northeast. There sure is.
Oh, there's
everywhere.
yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Every state, there's one city that's hip, and then just this like not.
New Jersey's like
Yeah.
the definition of white trash.
Exactly. We could say that. We're Jersey girls.
Yeah.
But it's funny to see how tones change like throughout these kind of things. Like last week or whatever, when Taylor is up in the box with Caitlin Clark, everyone's so hyped to see Taylor and Caitlin, and they're like, "Oh my God, this is so cool!" Whatever. And then they're like, "Show them more, get so exciting!" Like it really was all positive. And then once the Chiefs won again, it was like, "Well, it's fucking rigged." Caitlin Clark's there, of course. Like, and now she's wrapped up in like the ref. Getting involved and whatever, and I'm like, why can't they just be good? Like, sorry,
Yeah,
that they're
yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Like, what's the big deal?
It's fucking losers.
Big
But
time.
So, I do stand up around the city all the time, and it's short
yeah.
sets. It's 15 minutes, and at the Cellar, I'm performing. This has happened twice now, where, people do jokes about, like, Hitler, the government.
literally
People
going
do
to ask you.
jokes
Wanted to ask this,
about
yeah.
wild stuff. R. Kelly, like,
Sure.
people are and it's lots of comics throughout the night. Everyone's talking about wild stuff. Twice this has happened where I just mentioned Taylor.
Yeah.
And a man went, "I fucking hate Taylor Swift." And, I had my fun with him and was able to, like, make
Yeah.
fun of him in a way. And
Of
but it's like,
course. And low-key embarrassing.
how are you so enraged? Like, you've probably heard
It's
material
it's a
all
deep
night.
personal issue.
But to be
like,
that
so
mad,
weird.
I've never experienced that. And you hear people tell jokes about, and it happened another time where people will boo, and I'm like,
so
I've
lame.
never heard anyone talk about anyone that
Either-
would elicit that from
either
me.
they had a girlfriend or wife like fucked them over, and they're so pissed about it that they manifest it into their hatred for Taylor Swift, or like their mom didn't love them correctly.
It's It's like
Yeah, it's always projection of some
textbook
other
projection,
reason.
like in every
Misogyny.
way. And it's right, and it's gross. But it really does.
hate enough to interrupt a show
It's
and
fucking
scream.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's like,
They think
what?
that
No one cares that you don't like
It's-
Taylor Swift. Like literally, no one
It's
cares.
no one gives a
so
fuck.
okay.
You
Yeah.
know what it really is? Like, I genuinely think this. I think that like Taylor Swift empowers women in a way that it makes them out of control in men's eyes. Out of control. It's like
Well,
it's
it's
like,
all
oh
of
no, the
this.
girls are wearing short skirts and cutting their hair.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
that kind
yeah.
of energy. And then when women feel empowered, men are threatened by it, and so they think like, why am I so mad? I just must hate this woman. And it's like, no, you don't like what she represents. Like that's
Yeah.
the problem that you have here. And men don't like to admit that. And I
Yeah.
say, I've been saying this literally every day on the podcast. Like, not all men, but always men. Like, it just always happens for some reason in that way. And I'll never understand it because
It's like they want to be like
what's so wrong about
contrarian. Like
that?
they want to like
Well,
they
they
want to
don't-
be like
we could see
the odd
like
man out.
men have
Yeah.
gone very conservative because they don't like that they can't control women anymore.
No, literally.
They used to be able to have like a woman in their home to do everything for them, give them kids. They didn't have to be active parents. They could cheat on people. They could do whatever they want. They were and they don't like it, and we can see it
Yeah.
throughout their hate. Taylor, but in a more serious way, what's happening in our government? Like,
No,
Yeah.
of course. It's
they want to
very-
take
yeah.
everything away.
It's very clear.
They want to.
It's
They
like
want.
it's like all right, you've had your fun. Now we're gonna puff up our chest and make it all go away. Like that's the energy it feels like, and it's kind of shitty. I mean, not
One
kind
time,
of,
actually, this
extremely
happened in
shitty.
Philly, and I do love performing in Philly so fucking much. But I was just doing crowd work, and cheerleaders came up, and I just said, I'm like, I think cheerleaders should be paid more. And a
Yeah.
woman just screamed, "No one's there to see the cheerleaders," and I was like so shocked. I'm like,
And you're like, girl,
sure,
who
but no
are
one's
you?
Why are
there
you
to see the
hating on your
concession
own.
people. I want everyone to get paid more. It's just, but like
Right.
this, I don't.
Why
get,
do you care if cheerleaders get paid more? Like,
That's
what?
so crazy. That's
It's
like,
weird.
all right, bitch. Like, go ahead, watch your men then. Like,
So-
do whatever you want. It's not coming out of
Weird.
your pocket.
Yeah,
Like, what do you
exactly.
want? Did she not? Clearly, she didn't see the documentary of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders because
clearly.
those girls, no one's abused harder than those girls. Oh
No, and it's
my
like, what? You
God.
can't give them each $100,000.
No,
it's just like I
literally.
can't.
It's-
I
what's
can't.
happening
To
here?
They make
defend
so much
to
money.
defend big business when paying these cheerleaders would mean nothing. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
That's not even
No,
about
you
They have
Taylor.
to work
but,
like
completely
3,
agree.
4 other jobs.
but you're
Well,
right. Taylor is like petty. She's honest. She's vulnerable. She gets revenge. She like talks about her feelings. And so successful and generous. Rich people don't like to see people be
Yeah, they
generous.
don't like
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
don't. That's them.
Men
Like,
billionaires
we
don't
should
really
be
give
doing-
like this.
We should be doing that. Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't want people to find out that they're not doing the same. Where it's like, yeah, I don't see Bezos handing out millions and millions of dollars to people driving trucks around
No,
the country.
they
for
don't.
Amazon.
He doesn't let them pee.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Yeah, it's crazy.
crazy shit. Anyway,
But what
say
I
you
wanted to
say.
ask you was, have you ever gotten into like a skerfuffle or anything with another comedian if they bring up Taylor Swift in like a derogatory way? Like, have you ever had to like kind of defend her in that way?
Thinking,
Because I
like,
feel
Joe
like
Coy
like
vibe.
Joe Coy-esque, yeah, like you know how
Oh.
people like to dig at her, comedians and stuff.
No, because you got to let them talk about everyone. That's
For
kind
sure.
of
Yeah,
the
for
name
sure.
of the game. But I would
Definitely.
rather it be funny. But I also hate hack stuff or the obvious.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if someone makes fun of Taylor and it's creative and funny, like I'm okay with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like you're allowed to joke about someone.
Yeah, of course.
So I did get into an argument with someone that doesn't like Taylor and brought up the hits and blah blah blah. And I was like, I don't know. It's like judging all of Outkast on Hey Ya, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Like
right.
Hey Ya's great, but like they have all this other
Yeah,
work.
yeah,
and,
yeah.
like,
Also
I don't
have
know
roses.
Yeah.
but like why do you just I don't know. But it's
Yeah.
also someone famous.
Oh,
I get into it.
wow.
But I argue about the thing is comics.
people
So many
really
comics
do,
are
like-
such assholes that I'm have to like argue about like worse stuff than that, like about
Right.
women's rights.
No, right.
Like
Of course.
Taylor's the last thing on my mind. I'm there where they're like, I don't know, I don't think that. I think she's lying. Like I
Yeah.
have such bigger kind of fire. But I stopped arguing with people. They waste my time.
It's
It's
a waste
very
of time
hard.
sometimes.
It's a waste of
yeah.
time. They're trying to rile me up about causes that I really care about, and they're never going to change or grow. I've been trying to argue with men since 7th grade,
Literally
and
same.
it's like a waste
Literally
of
same.
time.
Yeah.
It really is.
So I
We're
kind
over
of-
here. I feel like we're always arguing with people. Obviously in this office.
Well, I
there's a lot
saw
of
you
men.
get real wild a few weeks
Well,
ago.
girl, sometimes you gotta yell at these people,
I
and it's
know.
like fine if you like.
Wait,
if you're
with
yelling
who?
at people-
What the Twitter beefs? The
Oh,
Twitter
oh,
beefs.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm always
You
in
were,
it.
you were.
I'm
like,
always
in a-
going on.
yeah.
I'm always
Iconic,
going on.
iconic,
But
iconic.
it is kind of just like sometimes I just don't understand how people can be so obtuse, and it drives me crazy to the point where I need to just scream at somebody, or else it's like it's burning a hole in my stomach. Like unless I yell at somebody, because it's like, what the fuck is? How are you thinking
Yeah.
like this? What are you thinking? What's going on here? But I think a lot of the time it's like. People will just see
they're
that
also
there's
trying
something
to
going
rile
on.
me up.
No, 100% same. And I think they just see something going on and they jump in because they want to they like the drama, but they don't know that it's literally me, like steam coming out of my ears, pacing around my apartment, like so pissed off. And I'm like, why am I so mad about this? But it's really hard to not be mad
Well,
about
it's really
stuff.
hard because a lot of times you're like, okay, I'm the bigger person. I don't care.
Yeah.
But like, you're only human.
Right.
Yeah.
There's
I care
gonna be
so
a time
much.
where
Yeah.
you're like, fuck you to say this to me.
Yeah.
And I just think it's gonna get worse with all the new.
Of course it is.
meta
Well, I've had
stuff. I
to.
don't
I've
know.
had
We'll
to
see.
stop. I've had to stop tweeting. Like for a week. I'm
not
officially.
even on it.
a
I've
week-
just been like sarcastically quote tweeting every like bad thing that Trump's been doing. I'm just like, yay,
I love it.
whippy.
You're like,
woohoo!
woohoo!
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this is great.
I've just been retweeting like insults, low-key, but not my own thoughts, because it's like all of a sudden everybody will shit all
yeah,
over
it's
me.
like, oh, you have
Twitter's the
you have
worst.
your job handed to you. Why do you care?
They
It's
love
like,
to say
oh,
that
I
too.
forgot I'm not allowed to care about other people.
Yeah, of
like I
course.
forgot that because I'm
Yeah.
a white woman with a lot of privilege, I can't care about
Yeah.
any other person in the
You're
world.
not
Like I
allowed.
can see, like I understand. I have a
yourself
great
out.
job. I'm white and I'm a
And
woman.
you can
like
still be scared for people that
it's
lives
like
are about
and I
to
live in New York,
change.
and I'm so lucky. Like so many of these women are not lucky the way that I am, and it's like, why don't we just open our eyes and realize that it's not about us, it's about everybody.
I saw some tweet that was like, the woke mind virus is just empathy. Like, it's like, well, that's actually just empathy. Like, oh, you're infected by this. Oh no, I'm infected by. I feel bad for other people. I have empathy for other people and what they might be going through. God forbid. You know what I mean?
I do want to talk lighter stuff, but I want to give a shout out to that priest though too. What a badass! What a brave.
I saw that. I was.
They could not move. They could not talk.
JD Vance's face was like, he's like rolling his eyes.
He was
like,
pissed, and I
to show mercy to others. Like, how do you be mad about? I mean, that was like, I get chilled. Like, that is such a hero.
No, I was like, I'm so gagged by that. Couldn't.
That takes a lot of guts.
Perfect. Takes a lot of guts.
Yeah.
Like, that was.
And then Trump was like, she had a nasty tone.
Like, I love how he's like tweeting at midnight though. He's like saying shit. It's like keeping him up at night. That like makes me laugh. Like,
it totally rattled him. Totally.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, because they don't like women saying what they want and being who they want and all the things. The thing with the Taylor hate is like, it's easy to like something, hate something popular.
Yes.
And I've been that person for sure.
Oh, same. Totally.
Same.
So that's why I'm like, I get it, but not enough to like it's a little much. And I want to see her on my screen. Things are about money. The Chiefs make more money because we want to see Taylor. Get over it. Show us her outfit. I want to see it.
I want the outfit. I want to see her.
Who's
cheering.
in there?
I want to see her drinking on the jumbotron. Like, I want to see it all. But that's what I don't get, how people can't see past the fact that like, that is bringing more eyeballs to the game. Like, how do you see the Super Bowl commercial from last year of the dad and the daughter coming together and watching the show and like having this common ground and whatever,
and like
not
shit,
think
it's
like
actually happening.
This is good for the sport. It's literally happening in real life, and it's like, this is good for the sport. This is good for for young girls everywhere. It's good for like breaking down barriers in conversation. Dads having a hard time trying to, even moms like having a hard time trying to relate to
even
whoever.
my dad's like, so what's Taylor gonna do now that the Eras tour is over? I'm like, you don't care. Like, why are you asking me
but
this?
Thank you
like,
for asking.
Exactly.
Like,
it's
nice.
It's now like a little leeway for us to get closer and like talk about things that I'm interested in too. And it's nice because like then it like snowballs into football and then other things. And it's nice to have like some common ground.
I text my dad about betting on football now. My dad's like, because we do like DraftKings, Draft Queen stuff here, and he'll text me like, you guys got to bet this week, and I'm like, yeah, Dad, we do.
It is really fun. I don't know if you've ever tried it, but like
it is a good
the
time.
First time your bet hits, it's like, I'm
very
Nostradamus. Like, I know everything. I can see the future. I have a gut feeling about anything.
Amounts. I'm not someone who likes to lose money or like even think about that. So it's like, I'll do like $5.
The most I've ever bet was $20, and that was like, I was like, oh my god, I'm breaking the bank here.
They're like putting that, I
mean,
know.
like
They're
Dave,
betting
like,
a bunch of money on
it's
a lot
crazy.
of stuff, but they're rich,
Yeah.
Some people are rich like that. Gia, I have a confession.
What?
I canceled my solid core class yesterday, and I talked all about it. I said I got off the wait list, and I have my Orgain, and I'm ready to go. I didn't go. I did have my Orgain, but I didn't go. And at least I know that I'm getting the right amount of protein that I need. At least I know that I'm thinking at least about my body a little bit. And I'm very thankful for Orgain for helping me to reach at least half of my fitness goal for the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. At least you got the nutrition that you needed for sure. Orgain believes real nutrition has the power to make a real difference in people's lives. And they are famous for their organic plant protein powder.
Plant protein powder.
Yes.
Love it.
It packs 21 grams of complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids, and all Orgain products are made with USDA certified organic ingredients.
Ooh.
So you can get rid of the things you try to avoid, like soy ingredients, artificial sweeteners and flavors, or preservatives. Orgain is simple and it's made so you can literally just add it to water and go. No more time-consuming prep to get you the nutrients you need. And remember, there are no quick fixes when it comes to your health. If you want more protein, give Orgain organic plant protein powder a try. Head to Orgain.com/TaylorWatch and use code TaylorWatch for 30% off your order. That's the best offer you'll find.
That's a good offer. 30% off of anything is fantastic.
It's fantastic.
And this is a fantastic deal, a fabulous deal with Orgain.
But you have to use our code TaylorWatch for 30% off one last time. 30% off. Head to Orgain.com /TaylorWatch and use our code TaylorWatch.
Well, that's another thing. Actually, like when Taylor was in LA, coincided with, because I think Kansas was just before. So, but like that Travis clip with the braid, that also got me. I like romance. Yeah. So that would actually got me more into. Like I was into it, and I like the way he talks about her. Like we've never really you don't really see a dude celebrate
No.
like famous
It's like
a lot.
him and
I
Tom
love
Holland.
it.
Like him
Yes,
and Tom Holland are
Tom
like
Holland.
gassing up their women so much. It's so nice
And
to
Spencer
see.
Pratt. We'll put Spencer Pratt.
Spencer
in the
Pratt
same
will
category.
literally cut your throat if you speak
I
ill
know,
with Heidi.
if you're bad at Heidi. But
Yeah.
it is, we said it when they first started
And
dating. I
Jason.
shit on. I was
Totally.
100%.
Like,
Love
it's
that.
cool.
Well, it's
Like,
just
I
like
they're just good.
seeing
They're
The
good
that.
Kelsey
examples.
family in general, we talk about this all the time. It's just like it's very nice to see men show more of a softy side, talk about their women and talk about their girlfriends and wives in such a nice light and cry on camera and talk about
Yeah.
their daughters, being a girl dad. Like it's just nice to finally have like a good example for like young men and young women in
Absolutely.
general of like this is the kind
This
of
is what you
partners
should be
you should be
looking
going
for, yeah.
after. Yeah.
Well, it's respect. If we're like, oh my God, I can't believe, like, what? These men respect their wives? And it's like, I can't believe it. But that is really it, because you really don't see or hear a lot of, I mean, you do now. Now all of a sudden Travis Kelce's out here hyping up his woman, Jason's doing the same thing, and more men are coming out of the woodwork and comfortably complimenting their significant others. And it's just, it's exciting to see, because I think that we need that to combat this other side of things that's like, you know, shut up, bitch. And then it's like, no. It's cool if your wife is successful at work, and it's cool if she makes a lot of money, and it's cool if she's opinionated and stands up for herself.
It's also like a good reminder kind of when Travis is always like, you know, like everything is just background noise. Like everything to us is just like
It shows
nothing.
strength.
Like we move on. We're good. Like we're mature. We're good in our relationship. Like people can say whatever. It doesn't affect us. I think that, and like obviously like my scale is so much less than Travis and Taylor.
Oh,
but like
of
with me and
course,
my
but
boyfriend, like
still.
sometimes when people say stuff about us online, like I'm like, oh, like I let it hurt me, and then I think about
Yeah.
like I'm like it's literally just like they have no effect on your relationship in real life. So it's like it's nice
They don't know you.
to remind
your
us
life.
like, and especially like I get upset sometimes when people say mean stuff about Taylor and Travis, and it's like it's all just background noise. Like it's all just background noise to them.
Ignore
so
it.
it should be to us, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, if you have the more fans you have, the more haters you have.
Yeah, totally.
Always.
Totally.
They're just fans.
Do
They're
you guys
fans
follow
in disguise.
Ice-T on social media?
No.
I used to.
He has a lot of
I
ice
feel like I
cold
haven't
facts.
seen him
Oh,
come
shit,
up in a while.
okay.
Does he say shit like that? I
Yeah,
love
he says
Ice-T.
just
I
a
love
lot
him.
of like life stuff that
love
it's
that.
like, yeah, you know, you gotta.
So true, Ice-T. So true.
Yeah,
Ice-T's
so true.
really good at advice.
I thought that I followed him, but I must not. Well, he's the best every time he pops
I
up
just
on the
wonder
screen.
if
He's the
Taylor will
best.
ever be honest with you. Like, I want to know what her favorite episodes are. Like, I'm just so curious about.
I'm with you
her.
there. I wonder
If
if
she's still
she
watching the
tried to
new.
be.
Like, I'm curious if she's still
So
watching
true.
the new.
Did
episodes.
she not? Was she not a guest star in an episode?
No.
I thought maybe at one point she would be in like her early days. You know, the time where she
Yeah.
was like the guest star on New Girl. You
Yeah,
think that
yeah.
maybe she'd slide into SVU at the same time,
Maybe-
but maybe not.
No.
Maybe it's,
Maybe
too
it's
dark,
Justin
you know?
Bieber that I'm thinking
No,
of.
neither of that. But
He, I think, was,
who's
maybe.
the Miranda Lambert's been on in terms
Okay.
of music, but like Sabrina Carpenter was on as a kid.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
Kiki
yeah.
Palmer's been on as a kid.
Yep,
There's
yep,
a lot
yep.
of
A lot of
fun.
like
Which is great.
random celebrities kind of got their
Yes.
start. Like Timothy Chalamet, I'm pretty sure his like first role was like Dead Body on SVU or something like
oh
that.
yeah, well it's like a stepping stone for a lot
Yeah.
of people, and which I think is what's exciting about the show is like I love watching the old episodes because you see people you're like, oh my god, that's so and so.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my god,
yeah.
that's
Bradley
whatever.
Cooper's in
my
an
family
early
were
one.
big.
Oh,
were
really?
big SVU
Oh
fans.
yeah,
funny.
He
Yeah,
plays a real gross lawyer,
Ooh,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I love that.
but
And
still
he's
cute.
He plays and that's similar to Sex and the City a little bit, where the cameos that come on Sex and the City, you're like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah, like Brad
Cooper
Pitt.
also.
And Brad Pitt is in it for like 5 seconds. Is it Brad Pitt or is it who's?
No.
Bradley Cooper's in it.
Oh, maybe
But
that's who I'm
he's
thinking
like,
of.
It's
Carrie
in the
starts
20s.
talking,
It's
he's
is
like a
this
grunge.
you?
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
when she's the magazine, like
When
single.
she shows up and they
Oh.
take a photo of her like smoking and hungover
Yeah.
because she was out partying all night with like.
Wait, I actually have a
Stanford.
fun fact you guys are gonna love.
my
okay,
God.
so on our podcast we
tell it.
interview the actors from the SVU episodes, and we
Yes.
were talking to, I forgot her name. But she was from Orange Is the New Black.
Oh.
She's in a few episodes. Jessica Pimentel.
Oh yeah.
And we're talking about all the episodes, and she gave us a fun fact that the only day Mariska's ever not shown up to work was her first day of shooting because Mariska was too hungover after the Grammys during the Bad Blood era.
Oh my
And
God,
she
that's
partied
so
so
funny.
hard with Taylor Swift she couldn't fly back in time.
That's
That is
hilarious.
Yes.
amazing.
That is amazing.
That's amazing. Well, that was was such an exciting time. Like that was such a fun video. When that video came out,
Oh
it was
my
like Avengers. It
God.
was like all the Avengers
Yeah.
coming together. Like everyone was so popular at the time. It was like,
It
oh my
literally
God,
blew
girl
up
gang.
media because no one
was
like
amazing.
understood that like women could like band together and actually really like each other and it not be like
Completely.
malicious.
I also remember there being like a brief moment in time where they were like, oh, well, clearly Taylor and Selena have issues because they're like rivals in the video. I'm like, are you stupid? Like, what do you mean? Like it was kind of the beginning or the middle of that time where they're trying to like villainize her. But
Yeah.
it was so exciting at the time. Like when you watch the video back now and you see like all the names pop up as the people pop up, it's like you get chills every time. Do you have a favorite video? Have you done like a good deep dive in all the music videos yet? Or are you still in the
Not
process?
all of them, but I'm such a romance freak. I love Lover. Like I think it's so nice. But Lavender
Lover's so
Haze
cute.
to me is like my favorite. I
Ooh,
love
okay.
Lavender
It's
a
Haze.
really
I
good
love her
one.
outfit, like vintagey vibes, and I love all the lavender.
Yeah. Yeah.
The, like,
And her hair
energy of
long. I like
it.
it.
yeah.
I love her hair long like that. It makes me want to keep my hair long. Where I'm like, I never want to. I go through phases where I'll like cut my hair, but I haven't in so long because it's just like, well, Taylor's hair looks good like this, so my hair is gonna look.
No
good.
Yeah.
longer. Every time I get it too long, then I have like some sort of breakdown, and then I cut it, and then I regret it for 5 years. And
Yeah.
then it's
Every
like the
time.
cycle continues, and I will not do it again.
Yeah.
I'm on that verge where I'm like, what if I?
My
just
goal's
stop?
always been for my hair to cover my boobs, and it's never happened.
Never
Never.
happened.
And I,
Mine
doesn't
I
either,
want
ever.
a photo shoot.
This
I
is the
know.
longest it's ever been and the longest it'll ever be. Like it just doesn't get any longer than this, and it drives me insane.
It drives me so insane. I feel
we
like
care.
anytime someone talks about the Taylor Swift party, they're always like, it was like the biggest night ever. Like it was the most fun. Like
I know I have so much FOMO.
George Clooney played the piano and,
Yeah.
and
Well, I
and
did confront
Dame
someone.
Judy Dench
Oh.
was twerking. You know, like
That's right.
they always
There's
have like the
something
craziest
crazy.
stories.
Once I found out about the Questlove Michael Che game night, I cornered Che. I go, next
what
the
time
hell
you're
was
with
that
fucking
about?
Taylor Swift and you don't message me, are you out of your mind?
Yeah.
And then my
What
friend
was that
Alex
about?
English is a comedian. He's hung out with her 3 times.
Oh my God.
do you know like
So-
Jared
How much do
Carmichael
you
at
know
all?
these people?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, we would say hi to each other, but definitely not enough to
Yeah, because they're
harass.
super
Chat.
close.
I
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
harass.
I love how every time, well, I'm sure he doesn't love it, but every single time he's pictured either with Taylor or one of her friends, they're like, so-and-so and a friend, or like a mystery man. I'm like, that's
Yeah.
Jared. Like, how
Yeah, yeah.
When are we
Gerard.
going to give him the
Yeah.
respect he deserves?
Yeah.
Like, he was in an Oscar award-winning movie last year. Like, what's the hell is going on?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think, but I feel like SNL's the best way to meet her. I met Miley at SNL.
So true.
And that
oh my
was
God,
like
I would die
a
to meet
big
her.
moment.
It's a big deal.
I would actually. I don't think I'd even be able to get a word out.
Well, because I'd
think about
gone.
it all the
That's
time.
when I asked my favors. I'd ask for my favors when Miley was on.
Yeah.
So it was not my first, but I would always just look at her from a distance. And then this time
Yeah.
I got
And
my
you
quick
ta- you
intro.
talked to her?
Quick, and then I actually flew to. I was in Australia to do comedy, but she used to get tattooed by this one tattoo artist, and I got a tattoo by this woman.
That's
Oh,
cool.
amazing.
And
Wait.
so I got to Lauren Windsor.
Okay,
yeah,
I don't know her.
She made the little avocado Miley has.
Oh,
and She's just
cute.
a cool girl with fun colored hair, and she does pop culture tattoos.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
And
love
I have
that.
these florals, but I was able to be like, oh, I got tatted by your girl. You know?
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
nice.
That's
Oh.
amazing. Oh no.
Oh my God, what
I fell in
happened?
the hole.
Oh,
I
no.
think I fell in the hole.
Oh no. Oh,
No,
the
it's
hole
okay.
from the- oh Jesus.
It's okay. It's okay.
Good.
God.
For Christ's sake. It's
My
like,
bad.
What's happening
That was
here?
a hilarious
I got too
reaction.
excited about just thinking about
we're
it.
like up on a platform that like you can't really tell about
Yeah,
until
yeah.
you fall into it.
No, and then
Oh, that's so exciting.
And
though.
then I said,
a
"Oh,
great
you
streak.
killed it," and then I just mentioned that, and that was it.
Yeah.
And then because
It's always nice to have like a small connection.
No, right,
to-
of course.
No, yeah, no.
But I've
that'd
also
be my problem too. Like if somebody were to, the only way I think I'd ever, like everyone knows that we're Taylor Swift people. So
Yeah.
like if they were to like meet her, go in contact with her or something like that and didn't tell us, it'd be like, well, you're an asshole. Like,
Yeah.
everyone knows that. But at the same time, I don't know. I really don't know how I would act. Like I think it would almost need to be a surprise, or else I would think too much
But
about
is she
it.
listening? Like, what was the conclusion?
Wondering,
What was
like,
the
we're really
conclusion
wondering.
of all that?
Listen, Dave did not give us any hints whatsoever. Well, she wrote him a note. She wrote Dave a note.
Yeah.
And that,
like,
that was it. He
You
didn't.
can't not know.
Like Andrea didn't mention like, oh, by the way, Taylor loves Taylor Watch. Like he would have told us.
No,
if
there's
that
no
were the
way.
case.
There's no way.
They
There's no
definitely
way.
didn't. But he also like definitely didn't bring us up.
No,
You know what I mean?
no,
Like he wasn't like, hey, by the way, we got a couple of girls grinding their asses off at work. What do you think? We have like a thought where we're like, okay, maybe she's listening. Maybe she sees some clips or stuff or whatever. Hopefully she likes us and doesn't think like the name Taylor Watch is creepy. Like I like lose sleep over
That's
that.
my
I'm like,
biggest
I don't know
concern is like
'cause it's not. It's supposed to be like news.
No, I was about to
network,
say
like,
your respectfulness is actually hard.
yeah,
Because I want more.
yeah, no,
Because you guys were like, people stop about the floor plans. I'm like, I am curious.
literally. No, I
Not
saw,
even
like,
about that
I saw-
house. You know what I'm curious about? You
Yeah.
know, she has her apartment, and then she bought the townhouse next door
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
garage. She drives
Yeah.
in.
Yes.
Can she get into the other one or not?
I think she has
like,
all of them.
wanna
Yeah, it's like a
know
compound.
everything.
She's
I think
like
it- I
turning
think
and she
so.
has
There's
that,
other people in
But she
there.
has her old. She has like Cornelia Street still or
Oh, really?
something. Or no, she sold that.
No,
but
no,
then
she
next
sold
door.
Cornelia
She bought
Street.
the plot next to it though, or something.
No,
There's
it's like
something
the
No,
about-
it's the one
she
in
has-
Tribeca.
it's-
She
yeah.
bought the one next door.
Okay,
Yeah.
That one has a garage, but I'm like, I wonder how she
It's
built a thing in.
definitely-
Like, I
there's
do
definitely,
think
like-
about that, and I feel disrespectful.
sure.
She deserves her
Well, no.
privacy.
Well,
Yes.
that's the thing. It's like
I want to know.
you can think about that. You can Google it, whatever. Like, do your due diligence. It's like putting that on a platform to open up other people to do it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's too
where
much.
it-
You know what I
that's-
mean? Like,
by the way, we talk about these things all the time. Like, we're looking at that.
oh, I was like, oh, she's getting renovations. Like,
yeah, literally, like, oh, look, oh, the
Interesting.
kitchen plan. Oh,
Yeah.
expanding the bedroom. Oh, like we see
lovely.
those things.
Yeah.
But yes, it's like once we're on here, and we've got
it opens the door to like creeps. I feel like.
we love our Taylor Watch listeners. I will say that there's like a part of them who they feel that way. They feel like if we talk too much about it, it's an invasion.
Yeah.
And there are half that want more. So we have to kind of stay in the middle.
I
where
like
we'll
the
talk about it, but
respectfulness.
then, whatever. Because then people do get upset, and God forbid, it's like maybe Taylor has never seen this. Noah has no idea who we are, nothing, whatever.
Probably.
And the one thing she sees is us being like, and
Yeah.
here's the intimate details
Yeah,
of her floor
yeah,
plan.
like
I'd
that
die.
is the
I would
last
just
thing.
die. I'd be like,
Well,
that is not what.
I don't know if you
why
saw,
not any of the other clips?
but she did do the surprise song that I suggested she do.
No, that's what I mean.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like that was kind of crazy. Like
Which
that
is
was crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, like,
a crazy
That
coincidence.
was
like,
like
too much of a coincidence.
too much of a coincidence. So I was like, whoa, okay. Like there is a small
And then when she did the
chance.
lakes or what'd she do? The lakes, and I hated her when I was like really going through it. I was like, I'm going through some shit. Like I wish she would play this, and then she did. Like
Yeah.
it was like but it was like 2 weeks later. It didn't line up as much as that. That was
That
way
was-
more.
It was
pointed.
crazy.
So
So,
we
I don't
we
know.
Hope, we hope.
That
Just
was
so she can hear good things about herself.
at least it was a
hype her
good
up all day long.
delusion. A good delusion to have.
For
You
sure.
know, like
For sure.
She definitely does not listen, never listen, has no idea who we are. But in my brain, based off that surprise song, she does. You know,
It would be cool. Yeah.
So,
it would be.
which helps
really
me
cool.
sleep at night.
But I do think I do think a lot about meeting her and what scenario would need to be. Like I worry about if I were to know ahead of time, would I overthink it and like not even be able to leave the house because I hate my outfit? You know, like that I think would be like, I'd be like, well, I need an outfit to meet Taylor Swift, and then I put it on and be like, this is garbage. I need to rip apart my entire apartment, and then like I'm late, and like those things happen. Or do I need to just be as is, and all of a sudden it's like I got a surprise for you, and it's Taylor Swift. Like it might need to be like a shock thing for me to not.
I
Have
think
like
I would
a
need time to
prediction.
prepare because I think if it was a shock, I would literally go into shock and
Yeah.
just die.
Well, that's why I feel like I need to be prepared at all times. Like I've got in my head like a running list of like things I'd say or the ways I'd act. Like I practice a reaction sometimes. My ideal thing, I'm always like, oh my God, hi. Like, listen, I have to say, you just mean so much to me and so many other people, and I just hope that you know that. And I'm sure that you do, but if you need
No,
to
you're
hear it
already
one more
going too
time-
long.
Exactly.
You're already-
I know,
you're
I know.
rambling, you're
And then I'm like, fuck, that's stupid. Like that's she's like glazing over now.
But
Like, this is so
everyone's her
dumb.
fan, right? Like that's what's tough.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like she must.
Like, how do you
We all
stand
know
out?
who she is, so it's like you can't.
You can't
Because
be
you
like,
know what
hi,
happened.
who are you?
I once met someone from Yellow Jackets that I had a crush on that I was really excited to meet,
Ooh,
but
I love that show.
I ended up playing it too cool. Like I
Oh,
made the wrong choice. I played
Yeah.
it too cool. They followed me. I had a history of messages to this person.
That sucks. That sucks.
That
when
is
happens.
I was like
Hilarious.
responding to their things.
That is
no,
so
no.
funny. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
That happened to me once with Nicholas Braun, by the way. I like had messaged him 4 times to come on a podcast
was
in
that?
like 2000. He's from Succession.
Oh, okay.
Cousin Greg.
Oh, Cousin
Wait,
Greg.
but like
I heard
you
it-
could hook up with him.
2018. No, I know. Well, yeah. Well, I missed my chance. It's a whole thing.
No, you didn't. He's all over this city.
He is all over the city.
I heard
but
he's
now
out
it's like
there.
he's like
I don't
two
know if
of
you
them.
want-
all over the
yeah,
city.
yeah,
So I'm
yeah.
like enough. But so when Succession season 1 came out, I liked him from like Sky High.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was like he's like the blonde kid in Sky High, so dumb. Thought he was cute. But then Succession came out, and I had messaged him. I was doing like a solo podcast at the time. I wasn't working for Barstool or anything, and I like, of course, love to use it as an excuse to message people. And I was like, "Hey, like, love you on Succession, but like, love for you to come on the pod, like, blah blah, whatever." No response, obviously. And then like 2 years later, I messaged same thing again, and I didn't know that Instagram was like saving your messages or like whatever. I didn't notice. And then I went back again, like years later, and forgot that I had messaged, went to go send another message or like reply to a story or something, which I never do, by the way. Like, I don't know why I was so obsessed with Nicholas Braun for a minute. But when I went in after I had like replied to one of his stories and I saw my other messages, I was like, oh, no, never again. And I had to like delete them all. I unfollowed him. I was like, this is so embarrassing. Like, he's going to follow me back one day because he knows Barstool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and this is just going to ruin my life because it's mortifying. It's too embarrassing.
Someone found I commented on Timothy Chalamet's Instagram like 2019 or 2020.
Oh, yeah,
I
of
commented, DM me. And somebody was like stalking Timmy's profile, like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, oh my gosh. So then I went I know. So then I went to go look to see if I like followed up, like DM me, like what did I have to say? But thank God I've only DM'd him like twice. And I think it was like,
only twice.
Hey, like why did I think he was going to follow me? I said, I sent him a Zoom link to my sorority Zoom meeting, and I said, join my Zoom. And then he posted a picture of Dune, and I swiped up and said, I'm sad face. Just finished the book.
Oh, my God. No, it's like
did I think he was going to answer?
No, right?
2020 this was. April 20th, 2020.
It's just
Oh, well, that was a tough time for all of us. I think it's fine.
Yeah, I was like sitting alone in the dark, like, I'm sad about Dune.
Yeah. I'm feeling sad. Yeah, of course it was
Make
COVID.
me feel better, Timothy
Dune.
Chalamet.
Yeah, you read a book.
Thank you. Yeah,
that was a tough time.
Dune is a very hard book to read, too.
Dune is hard to read. Jeff D. Lowe's always trying to get me to read Dune, and I'm like, it's a
Are
bear
you
of a
fantasy Throne of Glass Sarah J. Maas person?
No, I'm not really a reader, but it seems like people are in line for a book today.
Onyx Storm.
It came out yesterday.
Yeah.
It's called Onyx Storm. It's a new
If you like
fantasy
romance,
book.
I think you would
Here's,
really
may
like
I
it.
suggest? I'm an audiobook girly. I like to read books, but audiobooks are the fucking shit. Like, I die for audiobooks. They do like the different voices. They're fun, whatever. But like, if you can really get into it and you're like if you're like a crafty person, I'll be like doing shit in my apartment and I'll have it going like a podcast or whatever.
I'm like
I
such a TV girl.
I love TV too.
I have like a
but it is kind of nice. Like, you feel smart all of a sudden.
you feel
you're like,
yeah.
I'm a genius. Like, here I am listening with my like fake fireplace going.
Yeah.
And I've got my book and I'm like making a vase out. That's actually a puzzle. And it's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I'm doing weird shit. But it feels better than just like zoning out. My eyes are Bernie Mac style looking at the TV sometimes.
Yeah.
But I get through a lot of books that way.
Yeah, you guys have find time to read.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's
really
hard. It's hard. Oh, also, like, I come home from work and I don't do anything. I just sit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I might as well read.
All of a sudden it's 10 p.m. and I've been like scrolling for.
Yeah,
I hate
exactly.
it. I hate
So it's
the
like, might as
scrolling.
well
I
try.
hate the scrolling.
Scrolling is
It's detrimental.
That's what I'm always
bad.
like.
What are we gonna
I'm like,
do?
what is my worst vice? Is
Yeah.
it weed?
My
is
phone.
It the phone? Is it the tea?
It's
Is
probably
it
weed
the-
or
is
the
it
phone.
Taco
I was
Bell?
thinking
Weed and
about
the phone
last
combined,
night.
by the way. It's weed and the phone combined.
I was like, I should stop.
It is tough. It's like I
Smoking.
want everyone to have privacy, and Taylor needs to be careful. But it's like so hard not to want to know all these things.
Of course. And that I think is too, we run into that struggle
So tough.
on a weekly basis. And, but yeah, we try to find the line, try to
Yeah.
figure it
No,
out.
you do a great
sometimes
job.
sometimes we go too far, or we say something people don't like and we hear all about it. And then we have to go back on it or have to be like, all right, sorry. Like, it's always
It's just not
a
fair
begrudging sorry.
because one, you're listening to this for free, so you're welcome.
True.
But
Thank you for pointing that out.
it's also you're talking so much. Of course, you're going to say something stupid.
That really
Yeah,
is
it's hard.
It's like
we
such
just
privilege to
chit-chat.
come out and be like, you said this. And it's like, I bet you said crazy shit to your friends at the bar last night.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's
That's
like,
true.
you're putting so much out, and to pinpoint these little moments you don't like or like, it's just so annoying. I remember we started a pod, we talked about trichotillomania, which is like, you pull
your
anxiety
hair.
disorder.
Yeah, right.
And it was just part of an episode. And then we got one message from someone going, oh my God, I've never heard about it talked about in such a casual way. Thank you for being matter of fact. Like, I've been suffering it. And then we got another email being like, you guys are monster. How dare you talk about it?
Minimize
and I'm
our
so
experience.
glad
Yeah,
I
yeah.
learned that so early on. I'm like, people just, it's
That kind of happened with
their own
us
stuff.
with the latex, the balloon.
Oh my God, I remember
when we were like the latex allergy community, and like
got
we were like,
fucking
it's very
dragged.
serious.
We got dragged
okay.
by the latex allergy community.
Like
they did
we know
not
it's
like
serious.
our stance on that.
Like,
But it's like, chill.
No,
Like,
it's so
everyone
funny
just
because my
needs to chill out.
bestie is she likes Taylor, but she's not like her
Yeah,
brain's
yeah.
not broken, and so she in Toronto there were a couple of those willow balloons, and she was like, "What's that?" And I brought up the pot. I go, "Well, it was a big issue with the latex."
yeah, it's crazy.
I love hearing that. I love that. Good. At least we're informing the masses. That's all I really,
Yes,
really care
yes.
about. Is informing people, making people feel good, and making feel like they have somebody.
But
to
you
talk to
also
about it.
latex allergy. The reason it's so silly is because it's seen like as an excuse to not wear condoms. Like that's what I
Of course,
associate
right.
it with.
Yeah, yeah,
so I didn't
right,
even think it was a
same.
real thing.
Yeah,
at
that's
all.
true. That's
It's
very
like,
true.
what's the big deal? You know, it's like when people go to restaurants and they say they are allergic to something just because they don't like it. It's like the same vibe.
Yeah.
I think that's bad. When
This
people do
happened.
that.
I was out with a friend, gluten free. They didn't listen, and her hands became enlarged and tingly and like red
That's
and
terrifying.
purple. And they were
Fuck,
like,
that
"We'll get you
sucks.
champagne."
People need to take
She's like,
allergies
"Champagne."
seriously.
I can't lift the glass.
Like,
My glass looks like Aunt Marge.
Sausages.
You know, Harry Potter style. But yeah, that's tough.
But you know, I do want to. You know, there's like one story where I don't know if this is too far or not, but it's on the internet.
but
But
it's
it's like
fine.
Gigi and her like watching Grease together or something.
Love it.
Yeah, I like that.
And I'm
Fun.
like, that's like what I'm so curious about, like what they're like.
Yeah, just like
I
the
love
normal,
it.
the
But
normal.
that's what I
stuff.
want to know about
Yeah.
anybody. Like, what are you watching? What are you listening
Yeah.
to? What do you like to eat? What are
Well,
you
any
ordering?
celebrities, it's just so interesting to like think about like them like doing the biggest story of all time, going home and watching fucking like SVU or watching
SVU,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly, watching Grey's Anatomy and just like
Real
sitting
Housewives.
with your friend on the couch and like singing Grease. Like it's just crazy.
It's just- right,
The
it's just
normal.
stars
And
are
we
just
talk
like
about that
us.
too with like Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like, oh, I wonder if she gets stuff catered or if
Yeah.
like she
Right.
cooks or whatever. It's interesting to think about how like because you know there's a certain point of she's a very grounded person just like from like how she presents herself and stuff, but I'm curious to think about like how realistic her lifestyle really is when it comes to like the normal stuff of
Totally.
like cleaning your house, doing the dishes, like folding your
She's
laundry.
not
Does she-
doing that.
Does she sit
Yeah, there's
around?
no way,
There's
right?
There's
Like-
no way.
Does
Yeah.
she sit around like with dishes in the sink? And I don't
if I was
shower
a
for 3
millionaire,
days?
not
even a
Is that-
billionaire.
is that
Exactly.
what's on the weekend?
Wouldn't
Like,
that be the
is
first thing you'd buy though?
What?
If you were wealthy,
yeah.
wouldn't the first thing to go is chores?
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Only thing is, yes.
The first thing I would get is that pot handle that comes out over the
Oh, the
stove.
pasta arm?
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
can just
yeah,
fill
yeah,
up your
that's rich
pot
people
right away.
shit.
That's
Yeah.
that's when you
That
know
really
you're
is
rich.
people shit.
If I walk
My
into a house, I'm
problem-
like, oh, okay, they got money.
Absolutely. My problem always is the inner conflict with, okay, do I want people to come in and clean my house and do everything for me, or do I want to be alone? Like, I don't want anybody in my space. I don't want anybody around me. So it's like I'd rather just let the dishes pile up and eventually do them than like have someone come in here and me have to worry about like sitting on the couch and feeling guilty for not doing the dishes. Like I'll have that kind of energy.
Well, you leave the house.
So true, yeah, but it's like it's
Make a
not
nail
so-
appointment.
Sometimes true, that's true. I guess I could just do that. Well, thank you for solving that problem. I've had
Yeah,
a
there you go.
issue with for 20 years.
Oh yeah, you
So,
just
yeah.
have to. What I like to do with I'm a messy person. It's
Mm-hmm.
not a skill of mine, and thank God for Tony. But I try to get her to come when I'm out of town. So then I come home.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Oh, and it's like
And
a
it's
beautiful
yeah,
space. You don't
and
have
then
to
she
worry
could take
about
her.
it.
She could like do whatever she. You
Yeah.
know, like-
Yeah. That's so true. Yeah, I think I just need to try a little bit harder to avoid the chores. But maybe sometimes I just want to wallow in it. You know, maybe that's part of it. Maybe it's part of the allure where I'm like, I'm so tortured. I can't even put the dishes in the dishwasher.
Yeah, exactly.
And
But
then when I do, I'm like, wow, I was really dramatic 3
It's
days
cool
ago.
you have a
Like, what's wrong with
dishwasher.
me? I do. It's world's smallest dishwasher, but it is a good dishwasher. Like it's my first one I've had since I've lived in New York. I've lived here for like 10 years. So I feel rich.
Neither do I.
I have paper. I can't.
I go through phases where I'll cook some days and like, wow, Martha, move over. And then other days it's like I've ordered 7 days in a row. 3 of them are McDonald's, and
That's something we have
the
in
other
common.
4
I'm a
are Burger
McDonald's
King.
girly.
Oh, I love
Big
McDonald's.
I'm happy that
love
you guys-
McDonald's.
yeah.
I fuck with
Huge.
McDonald's heavy.
Just massive.
Yeah.
Massive.
So wait, I also the other thing I'm curious about Taylor is like when she goes out to dinner, is the stylist sending outfits? Does she just have a rack? Like I'm like, does she
always
mix
say
and
this.
match?
I know.
'Cause I
Always
just worked
say
with a
this.
stylist,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
That's
she has a
fun.
Okay,
Clueless
Diva.
link. And so so everything
fun.
she bought me that we picked is like in this thing.
It's just- oh.
And then I like kind of went like
Like
that
mix
and
and
put
match?
stuff
That's cool.
together.
That's incredible.
And so I'm like, I wonder if that's what she's doing. Does she have tons of purses? Is
I
she
feel like
wearing
her.
I'm so,
I feel like if I was her, I would just have my stylist like send me an outfit for that
sure.
event. You know what I mean?
But what if it's
or
just
like a couple
dinner?
different
I would
items?
Or when
do,
she
like-
goes to Electric Lady, like is she just going into a closet?
Right.
Right.
We're saying this all the time. I think
She
very
has to have,
much
like,
that she
some
has-
clothes.
Right. I think she has some stuff like basics.
because
and
we've seen her
whatever.
rewear some stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think when she goes out, or even Electric Lady, like when she's doing when it's clear that like she knows she's going to be photographed, so she's wearing a hot outfit. Also, she's just going out because she wants to look cute and whatever. I think it's like, okay, we're working with Chanel and Louis Vuitton this week. So we're going to send a rack of outfits outfits. You can choose, like, here are the setup outfits, like pick whichever ones you want. And then those are the ones she picks. I think Travis probably does the same when they like are in New York, especially. And then they just kind of go on with their day. But I can't think in my head that like all these outfits that she's wearing all the time are just like hanging in her closet.
No,
I
there's
just
no
don't
way.
think so. You know
There's
what I
no
mean?
way.
That
Because
sounds crazy.
those really like expensive pieces, she only wears one. So
Right.
I mean, I will say like Zendaya, Law Roach, I watched like an interview that he did, and
love him.
he said that they buy every single thing
Yeah, I
that they
believe
have. So like I don't know, maybe she does buy every
Maybe
single
she
thing.
does. Maybe
but
she's got a big ass closet. That's
yeah,
the thing too. I would love
she
to see a
doesn't-
closet. Show me your
like
closet.
those big
Show me.
expensive pieces she doesn't really rewear. It's usually like the Halara skirt or
Yep, yep.
like a necklace or something that she rewears every once in a while, but those big expensive pieces she really doesn't. So I don't think that she owns them.
It wouldn't make a
But
ton
I
of
would
sense,
not
she
be
could.
surprised if she bought everything.
Although that thing Law Roach said is a good point. He said that they buy always because they think
It
it's
helps
like
the-
it helps the designers, it helps
Yeah.
the people, and it's like a little like cheapy and weird to just like.
Are you guys Housewives
always-
people?
Yes, I'm like I know the characters, I know the storylines. I don't watch it every single day.
So I'm very in,
Yeah.
and Christian Siriano was on Watch What Happens
yeah.
Live,
Uh-huh.
and someone asked like, "Who's your favorite housewife to dress?" And he goes, "Well, none of them pay." He goes, except for Bronwyn and Salt Lake.
Well, there you go. Like,
Then there you go.
so
Then
that
the answer is
was-
there.
Yeah.
I bet she pays then.
I honestly,
So that
that
felt-
honestly changes my mind. I do.
Yeah.
I feel like she probably does both.
But then it's like, where does it go?
But
is
I
what
think
I'm
people
saying.
want her to wear her
For
their
sure.
She probably has a huge fucking closet in New York, like
True.
Nashville. She has
That would be
how
a
many
nice
closets
thing.
does she
I would
have?
like
You
to
know,
see. I would like to see a closet tour or like a closet archives or something along those lines. Because yeah, it's like she wears
like
these
Kim
statement
Kardashian keeps
pieces.
every single thing she
Yeah,
she wore,
does. She does.
Oh wow.
But
and like a fucking archive underneath like a
it's
warehouse.
Like a warehouse.
It's insane.
Yeah, yeah, we've seen her go in there. And
Yeah.
she'll be like, I wore this or whatever. You know,
She
yeah.
literally has like a Louis Vuitton like 2005 shirt that she wore like once.
Yeah, it's like
crazy.
a t-shirt with sweat stains, and she's like, and here it is on like a hanger. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, really? We need
It's
that?
crazy.
But some people.
Her
So-
kids
like
will now like
Exactly, like
the
you can pass
Beckhams
down stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah, right.
Harper's like a lucky girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beyond.
Gonna get
Oh my
everything.
God. Could you
Well,
imagine?
Another thing I love about Law Roach when he goes, if it's a no now, it's a no forever.
I love that. That helps
Yeah.
me with shit in my apartment. Yeah, that's.
I
'cause
love that. He remembers.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. I just feel like she has the money. And if I was in her shoes, I'd want to keep it too. Like, even though I know I'm going to wear it once, like, I'd be like, wait, I want to keep this. Like,
But
I want this.
that point of if designers, if it helps designers for these stars to buy, then I would think that she would
Yeah,
think along
me
those
too.
lines. Because
Yeah.
she usually does think about other people. You know what I mean? Which again, people get up in arms about that for some reason. Who knows?
Like she does what my dream is. Like I love everywhere she goes that she gives to food banks.
Yeah,
It's,
I
like,
love
so
that too.
important.
yeah.
It's really sweet.
Yeah.
It's just thoughtful shit, you know? She's a thoughtful woman. If you were to be
Ooh, yeah.
besties, if you were to be one of her besties, we've asked this before of each other and we were like trying to figure
Mm-hmm.
it out. Which of her like best friends would you want to be? Like, you know, she's always out with the girls and
Who would I want to hang out with, or which one of the
who would
girls?
you like want to be like who do you because like they all are close to her in different ways and hang out with her in different ways. Like, who would you
Yeah.
like? Would you want to be like a Kelly Teller, where she's always like partying, or would you want to be like Ashley Avignon or Gigi?
Lounging. I want to.
Yeah.
Which one's the
Lounging.
lounger?
I feel like,
Is
I
it
feel like
Gigi?
Gigi.
I feel like Gigi's
I
low
feel
key
like
allowed.
Gigi.
She's a
Did I
mom.
say Gigi? I forget.
When?
When
Yeah,
we
we
did
talked
it
about
back
it
and
because
forth,
I
yeah.
forget who I said.
I want to go to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Whatever friend goes to Rhode Island.
Yeah, Gigi.
I'd,
yeah.
I'd be Blake.
We were
like,
saying
maybe not right
Gigi
now,
because
but-
she has a
shows.
great like farm ranch life, very chill. She has a lot of money. She has a daughter. She has a sexy baby daddy.
Yeah.
Like she's dating Bradley Cooper.
she can relate to the fame.
Yeah, she's beautiful. Has a great sense of style. Model.
No, I love that Taylor's
Seems
a good
nice.
friend. Like when I saw her go
Me
to
too.
Cara Delevingne's like Kit Kat Club show, I'm like, oh, this girl's fun.
Yeah,
just a good-
Cara.
she's showing
Cara
up.
seems
She's
like
showing up
like a
for her
fun
friends.
friend.
She's a good ass
Yeah,
friend.
yeah.
Did you see that thing? It
Maybe
keeps
like
popping
Sophie
up.
Turner too would be super fun to
Sophie
be friends
Turner
with
would be
her.
a fun friend to be.
But
She
like the
seems-
Gracie
Abrams?
when they're like just in the
when they set her house
Oh,
on fire.
honestly,
Yeah.
I would like to be.
I want to be a
Gracie Abrams.
snacking for like snack. What she can bake,
like drinking
I would
wine,
get baked.
write songs together, wine,
she-
Lounge in the
cake.
house.
Do you think she smokes a lot of weed? I think After
don't
Midnight's came out and all
know.
those
I wanna
visuals of
know.
her like
She
looking at the
has to
thing,
smoke
looking high as
weed.
balls.
Wasn't
I
there
hope
a
she
vape-
does.
wasn't there a-
I always think about singers with their throats, like if they're willing to
That's
risk it or
true.
not.
But maybe she takes edibles. Yeah.
I want her to be a
That
stoner.
Me
one
too,
video
bad.
where she's like rolling her eyes in the midnight, like
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
so high. It's just not.
Has to be.
Has to be.
Oh God! Like now I'm reliving like that Super Bowl when they were dancing. Like my
Yeah.
heart exploded. Like that
I
was
know.
a fun time as a like watching all
I know.
of them.
That
all
is
those
hard
cute
to say. Like if the
moments.
Chiefs lose, like obviously, like we won't get
We
all
don't
that
get any of
content.
that. Right. I know.
But I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
Well, that's why people say that it's rigged, the ref show, because they want the ratings, they want the people watching. And I mean,
Colin Saunders, Cam's brother, had a
oh, yeah.
really funny tweet, and he was like, "Everyone's complaining about it being a ref show. Meanwhile, they have their best player. He's talking about Travis. They have their best player wide open in the end zone, butt naked, wide open, like waiting for the ball.
It's true. He literally was like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
I'm literally right here."
But
no, it's crazy.
It is funny. All the people, coming after the Chiefs. The people are just pissed that they're good.
I know they just can't get over
Well,
it.
it's kind of the classic,
Yeah.
It's like
It's a
yay,
typical.
yay, and then it's like stop fucking.
Stop
Right,
being, yeah.
exactly.
Same with Taylor.
Nobody wants to see people on top, and that's really what it is. But speaking of people on top, I am very excited for your Netflix special to come out. I was
Night
I
Owl.
almost asked ahead of time. I was like, "Can we get this? Can we get it on
actually-
the low?" And then I ran out of time, and I wanted to ask.
But
I would like it maybe today.
Taylor opener. I got the rights to a Muna song.
Fun.
The like intro and outro is a Muna song.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
really
Fun. Wait, which
excited about
one?
that. What I Want.
Oh, love.
Yeah.
I like Muna. They're
Amazing.
really good.
Oh, fantastic!
They're so good.
Yeah.
And I've seen them. I wish I got to see them open for Taylor. But
Yeah,
I
that would
just,
Did you see them at Forest
was it in
Hills?
Europe they were?
No, I saw them at a
Yeah, I
small
think so.
Irving.
Oh no,
club.
Muna was U.S.
Oh, okay,
before the
The
U.S. leg.
pre-pre.
Yeah,
And I
but
saw them at the
before like
Wiltern.
South America too.
Yes.
At some at the Wiltern.
Oh, fun.
Oh, amazing.
So before they even did the Greek, but I didn't see them at the Greek. I was on their
They filled in for Chapel Roan when she
That's
canceled.
right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Like,
Yeah.
Wasn't there a big?
Chapel
Yeah,
just
yeah.
did a great interview though.
Yeah, we were
You
talking
talked about
that.
it?
Yeah.
we
I-
haven't yet. We'll talk.
Yeah, we did because remember we were talking about how she
that's
said
right.
she wanted a muzzle.
I'm
That's
like
right, that's right, that's
so happy. It really I like that she was able to talk on all that stuff.
Yeah.
Me too. I think that she is misunderstood, or not even misunderstood. I think that like just the regular media with the spins that they want to do on everything like doesn't fit her because she's too real. Like she's just like, I don't know, I'm depressed. I don't want to perform. Like I
Yeah.
can't do this.
also put
And people are like, she's
their-
letting her fans down. It's like, no, she's protecting herself. God forbid.
Yeah.
They put their wants and goals. Like if they were her, they would do all this stuff, and she's like, I don't want to do a video. Like,
Yeah.
When you say no to money or opportunities for yourself, people don't get that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they don't understand. Yeah.
I don't think they get
strange.
it.
I think, sometimes I think she explains it well in the way of like, I just want to do what I want to do. Like I'm passionate about this and I like art and I'm this and I'm that. Like she wants to be famous
And
to a
we
certain
need
extent.
someone
I'm
to
sure.
be punk rock.
Right, exactly.
yeah.
Like, but she doesn't need to be like carted out every 5 fucking seconds. Like she can say no to stuff because she doesn't feel the need to do it, And I respect that actually. I respect it a lot.
I agree.
think
I
it's
saw
a good
her on
thing.
my block. I left her alone.
Good for you, and also very.
But I was
cool.
excited.
I'd be hype.
Wait,
was she
that's
like traveled
crazy?
out, or was she,
She
like,
was
looking
on
normal?
her phone, and it was the day before she announced she was canceling those tours. So a part of me is like, I wonder if she was like talking about
Honestly,
it.
it's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
for the best that you didn't
Probably.
annoy her or go
Right,
up to her and say
imagine.
Well,
something.
she made it
Imagine
clear
she
she
was
doesn't
like,
like
"Fuck
it.
you, 1 fucking second. Like I can't even get. I'm a fish in a fishbowl. Like that's how I would act.
That would be
Made it
funny.
clear.
That's
'Cause
how I
in
would
New
act
York,
too.
I do see a lot of, but like I saw
Yeah.
Spike Lee most recently, but I went.
I
and
saw
he gave
Spike
me
Lee.
a nod.
Oh, that's.
I saw him
nice.
driving his car in Martha's Vineyard. We're
no
like,
way.
hey, and he was like,
You see, Feidelberg saw George Clooney and Jerry Seinfeld
Yeah,
back to
that's
back,
crazy.
Like,
Wait,
nights.
that's fun.
Jerry Seinfeld like at a breakfast and then sat next to Clooney at a play. Like sat down next to him.
that's
Like,
crazy.
what?
Yeah.
So the stars are out.
Yeah,
I'm
what
actually not
play?
sure. I'm not sure. Something he saw recently, but. I don't know. It's like the stars are out. They're on parade. They also have cabin fever, and they need to get out of here.
Should we do voicemails and DMs?
Oh my god! I
Would you love to be
I
part
would.
of it?
I
Oh,
would.
that's great. Yeah, let's do
Yes.
it. Yes.
Well, and I also, since we did the thing, you know what album I never even heard of Debut really. Like I didn't
Oh,
even
yeah.
care. I was like out of my
It's
world.
hard to do.
Yeah.
How
And,
much,
and
what's
now
your
I
time
like love it. I can't believe she
Debu's
was so
so good.
young. It's
I
so
know.
good.
It is good, and I'm looking forward to the. To it coming out, what the
I know.
re-recording.
Well,
to come out.
I actually have a great
Curious.
idea for Debut.
Ooh, tell us.
I want her to do like an MTV Unplugged. Like
that would be sick.
like
That
stripped
would be
down,
sick.
her and a guitar with
Yeah.
her, just like
Absolutely.
in a small venue. I don't know what's like small venue for her looks
Right.
like, because
Right.
Maybe like another tiny
It'd have to
desk
be like an
type of thing, or
yeah.
like
It'd have to be like
Yeah.
probably like a closed set kind of vibe where it makes it seem like it's a small intimate gathering, but in
Yeah.
reality it's like the size of this room, you know?
oh, like that small. Yeah, but I want it to be like unplugged, just a
Would be
low
nice.
key.
yeah, like
I
go
would
back to the
trust.
roots a little bit.
Like long pond sessions, but with like a few other people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my
Cool.
idea.
I like that idea.
Before we do voicemails and stuff, what is your, so it's 3:07 right now. Are you okay on time? I just want to make
Oh
sure that we're
yeah,
not like,
isn't it
not
like a
blasting the
10-minute
whole
car ride?
afternoon.
20-minute car ride. Oh, okay.
So what time do you have to go? Oh, okay. So no, so we can't do it. Let's do one. We'll do one
Let's
really
do one.
fast.
Okay, yeah,
and
we'll
then
do one.
and then we'll
Because
go.
I want to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
in people's business.
Yeah, of
Yeah, okay.
course.
We'll do one
okay.
so
Yes.
quick.
I know we're so
okay.
quick. Chatty Cathy's. I wasn't even watching the time.
Oh, okay. This is an interesting one.
Okay.
Hey girls, so I was wondering, with all the Blake Lively drama going on, and the message of Blake Lively talking about how she is talking about Game of Thrones, and, you know, she is Khaleesi, and Taylor and, like, Ryan are, like, her dragons, which I don't know if you guys know Game of Thrones, but, like, it makes, like, what she's saying is just, like, Taylor is, like, this weapon of some sort, and like these people around her are very powerful and all this stuff. Like, how do you think Taylor feels about that? Do you think she is gonna remain friends with Blake Lively? Like, it's really none of our business, but I am
It's not
curious,
business,
like,
but-
would she be okay with a friend talking about her like that? Because I personally wouldn't, especially being in Taylor's spot. I would feel like she is like taking advantage of the fact that like Taylor is like a very powerful person, and I don't think Taylor was trying to do that. I think she was just trying to give her advice on the scene. So yeah, just let me know what you guys think. If Taylor is really going to cut Blake Lively out, or you think they're going to stay friends?
No, I definitely
Stay
think they're gonna
friends.
Stay
They're gonna
friends.
stay friends.
1,000%. But this is interesting because we got 2 voicemails asking like pretty much the same question. Like, how do you
Similarly,
think
how do you
Taylor
feel
feels
about
about Blake like
those?
using her as like a weapon almost?
Right. I think a little bit of that comes with like the text that she sent was very like, oh, they're like my dragons and I'm Khaleesi. Like I understand what she means by it. I don't think she's literally like, I've got my weapons, watch your fucking back. You know what I mean? But I also think like Taylor is the kind of friend where she'd be like, yeah, I'm going to help you fight your battle that you're clearly struggling
Yeah, I
with,
think
and if
that's
I can
what
help in
she
the way
meant
that's how
more
I'm
like
helping.
the
my
dragons were
husband,
like
they've
her
got my
children,
back.
kind of. I don't know if
Yeah,
I'm
right.
just trying to justify.
Well, I
what
don't
she
know if
said.
so she said it or he said it about
So
her.
she-
She said it about
Blake
Blake
herself.
said
Lively
that
said
to
it.
Justin Baldoni on text. And was
Oh,
like,
wow.
I'm Khaleesi and like I
Yeah.
have my dragon.
And I have my dragon. It was cringe. It was a cringe.
Very
text, for
cringe,
sure.
yeah.
And we said that like it's definitely cringe, whatever. But again,
Oh
she's
my
like a 37. You know,
God.
she's a,
I could
a
see
late
how
30s
it's
millennial. and we
taken
gotta give
in
her a break.
either way. Like either you think it's more of like a weapon thing because like Game of Thrones talk, like Daenerys
could
did
be
use the
support.
dragons as like her weapon,
That's
but
how I
also
think it
like
is.
they were also like a more of a, like an emotional connection to them where it's like family members at that point, like people that like will fight for you, will like go at bat for you. I think maybe hopefully that's what she meant more. Like I have a band of people around me that will fight for me, like fight for my honor or
Definitely.
whatever.
That's how
That's
I
how I-
interpret
that's
it.
how I would take
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
That's how I
and I
take it, too.
definitely think Blake and Taylor will stay friends because I don't think we've seen how loyal Taylor is as a person. Like she's not going to drop someone
No.
for this reason, especially when
Especially
there's a
when
high
it's such
chance
a-
Blake's not in the wrong.
But she
Absolutely,
also
it's very
likes to
gray.
be involved.
yeah, exactly.
She gets involved.
People,
Yeah.
right, she gets involved. She sticks up for her friends no matter what because I envision her as someone who like she'll go out of her way to stick up for people because when you do that for other people, it comes back to you in spades.
and I feel like
that's
her
kind of
a lot of
how,
her
you
friends
know?
didn't stick up for her
Right.
in time when she
At the
needed like
time.
20 like 14 15 whatever, like when she was getting canceled and stuff by Kim and Kanye. So I can't ever see her being like, oh, you have to take this one on your own, you know, like you're gonna have
Never.
to fight this by yourself. So I think that's what Blake probably meant more.
I don't even know.
By the
It
way,
was
that's
Sophie
what Justin
Turner.
wants you to think. Justin
Yeah.
wants you to think this. And like this is a part of that fucking smear campaign. Like
Yeah.
he already knew what he was gonna do and now he's doing it and people are falling for it. I'm like, how are you falling for this PR plan that's already been
Always.
exposed? These people, I swear.
Abusers, They're like calculating.
They're
Yeah,
hidden among
exactly.
us. They're like sheep in
They walk
in
wolves,
wolves'
wolf in
clothing.
sheep's
Wolves
clothing.
in
I've
sheep
been saying.
clothing. Yeah,
It's
Oh my
yeah,
God,
yeah.
I was just talking to someone at a party and having an enjoyable time.
Yeah.
And then when he walked away, someone goes, "Do you know that he punched a woman in the face?" And I went, "No, I didn't know that."
I hate when that happens.
It's
Like,
like,
I
well,
hate
now
when
I'm
you like
not
talk to someone and they're like, oh, like, yeah, that person like did this. And you're like, oh, wow. Okay. They're a terrible
Also,
human
too,
being.
it's like you realize that you're actually the only person talking to them, and you're
Yeah.
wondering like, why? Like, oh, this guy's so cool. Like, where's all his friends? It's like, well, he hit a woman in the face, so that's why nobody's talking to him.
And it was Snooki.
Damn. Yeah, and it was Snooki. Oh my God. Ugh, okay, well, we're out of
Yeah.
time, but Lisa,
Thank
thank
you
so
for
much
having
coming.
me.
We
This
love
was
having
a
you
Anytime.
dream.
This is
And
so
I'm
fun and
So fun, seriously.
we
And
love
thank
it
you so
here.
much for like these bracelets.
I know. It's just what a
pleasure.
what a
I'm
fun
being a
thing to
listener.
be on
Because it's not usually a guest podcast, so I was very
True, right.
grateful
I
to
said
be
we-
able to come on.
We vet our guests. We like
yes.
we have like a Swiftie checklist with our
Yeah.
guests. We're like, do they
Real
do they
Swifties are allowed.
listen? Do they post? Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm like humiliating because I got the All Too Well package for my tickets.
Yeah,
so then I
yeah.
opened this box. I made a whole video, and then it hit me that like the dates of there's been like 200 shows.
No.
To me, it was a surprise, but I'm like, oh, people have
That's
been
all that
opening it
matters.
for months.
No, it
but I
doesn't
was
matter.
like, you guys,
It was your experience.
Wait,
it was your experience. That's all that
plug
matters.
Oh, yeah.
your,
Oh, yes.
your Netflix special.
Night Owl.
When does it come out?
Tuesday, January 28th. It's my first hour special. I taped it here in New York, and it's called Night Owl.
So exciting!
pumped.
And
Ugh.
plug
And I'm pumped.
your socials.
Oh, Yes,
I'm
our socials
at
in the
Glitter
pod.
Cheese on everything, and then my podcast is That's Messed Up, an SVU podcast.
Fabulous. Fantastic.
Yeah,
thank you so much again for coming.
You
we
guys
so
do
appreciate
such a good
it.
job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We love you.
Okay.
Okay.